What happened? All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I guess my theme music not playing today, but that's okay. That's okay. Welcome everybody to Set It Off Sunday. They probably did another update and have changed the feature. So sure, we'll make it do what it do. Happy Sunday. We had two birthdays this weekend. We had a mom of a lady from the front porch that had a birthday this weekend, and we had a subscriber that had a birthday this weekend. So I'm gonna play the birthday song for y'all. Don't worry. Don't worry. But I'm sorry about that, y'all. I was waiting on the music to start. I'm like, what's going on here? How's everyone doing? I missed y'all on yesterday. I was gonna go live, child, but I was in them streets. I was in the streets, so I left y'all hanging. And the video, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know the video that I wanted to do. What about your friends? It will not upload. So I'll come back tonight and do that one. It's a short one anyway. So we gonna skip Mr. Daryl, but he'll be back on the front porch. He'll be back. Let me do the birthday song, and then I'm gonna speak to everybody in the chat, and then we gonna put on our supplemental, baby. I got a substitute video. Oh, I see what happened. I guess because I was over there. Is that what? I don't know, because I don't even see the feature anymore. It can't be that. I'm not sure what StreamYard. I don't know what StreamYard have going on. Hmm. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't even see my birthday song. That's why I'm like, what the hell going on? I don't know, y'all. They done switched some up on me. I don't see my clips or nothing. Okay, I'll figure it out while we listening to the video. I know what going on. They better not have deleted all my stuff. I'll have to re-upload it. My neighbors outside talking. I hope they don't cut no damn grass or nothing. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna have to come back to the birthday song because I don't know what's going on up here behind the scenes. I like the new. This is not new. I just don't never use any of my stuff. I need to start using it though, Vicky. But thank you. But her not new. Okay, that's still there, but it's not the color that I usually like to have. Cha. Thank you, Vicky. But she old. I just haven't used her in a while. Probably since last year. Okay, I'll figure that out. Let me get my video back up here. Okay, there we go. That hurt my feelings. Hey, Sassy Sue. Hey, Miss Buckeye. Happy pleasant Sunday to you as well. Hey, Joanna. Howdy. Hey, Miss I see you too. Hey, A, let's talk about it. Oh, hey, Nestos. Thank you for being here and modding for me on today. Hey, Sonya Boots. Hey, Vic to the Bell. Thank you for being here on mod duty. Hey, Mons. Miss Black, I'm so happy I walked by and saw your front porch. Yes, baby, I'm here posted up. Hey, Sammy Cake. Hey, Real. Hey, Patty Patty. Hey, Jim Chick. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Queen Black. Hey, April B. Hey, Thirsty Rabbit. Hey, Anissa. Happy Sunday. Sure. Hey, a lady. Hey, Black Rose. I'll give it a few more minutes for the notifications to get out, and the ladies and gents can join us on the front porch. Hey, there she go. It just looked like every time you turn around, StreamYard is doing something, and then we have to figure it out. I feel like my stuff should be here. But it's not letting me change it. Hmm. Hmm. Weird. Hey, CW. Hey, 14 plus 1. Hey, SD Martinique. You at work? Okay, sure. I gotta make it fun. Sure. I wanted to play for the ones that's coming in. I had some technical difficulties uploading the video for Daryl, but we'll come back tonight. It's a short one. I'll troubleshoot and work with it and see if I can get it up. I think I know what it is. Hmm. I think I know what it is, so it shouldn't take me too long to figure it out. It was the way I tried to do something new, and it didn't work out for me because the software that I usually use, they want me to pay for it, and I didn't want to pay for it, so I had to go back to my old way, and I missed a step, but I'll get it for y'all. We'll come back. That one won't be too long. Hey, infamous silverback stalker. I'm just listening. I'm just letting it. Are you able to share your I hope so. Can you see this guy here on the phone with the headset on big? I need to test it out. Hey Sanders. Hey April B member for 5 months. Thank you so much. Vicky, can you see this? Okay, okay. Sure. When I had to go back to my old way, I didn't have any videos or any photos of Shirley or Ernesto. So sure, he gonna do it for today. I'll get it together. Hey CJ, happy Sunday. I'm giving and about 30 seconds. We'll get the video. It's Nesto and Miss Shirley. Okay. I figured y'all didn't want to hear from Cynthia today, so I actually had one from Miss Shirley, and it's in order. It's the next call after Dre's calls with Nesto. Shirley's still trying to get her some wheels because she don't want to drive that truck. Okay. Okay. Hey, Jay Blake. Okay, we ready. Just wanted to at least give y'all a couple of more minutes. So we're gonna start a little after the 10 minute mark. All right, here we go.
Facility and is subject to
Uh-oh.
monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hello?
Hi, hon.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. How your day went?
It went fine. I mostly spent it doing laundry.
Oh, okay. So you ain't been out the house today?
No. It's too cold. I just don't want to go out. I don't have enough clothes, I don't think, to go out in the cold yet.
Okay. You missed some big fur. You missed your big fur coats and stuff, huh?
Yeah, I ordered me some sweaters from Amazon, so they should be coming soon.
It's a shame that Shirley don't have any of her nice
So
stuff.
I did talk to Dre.
It's a shame that Shirley doesn't have any of her nice furs, her good clothing, with the nice material so she can be warm. He's just so casual about it. To me, it's kind of shady for him to even be laughing and asking her this, question when he knows how she like to dress, he knows how she like to look, and I'm sure she love her furs, right? So he got the nerves to say, "Oh, I guess you're missing your furs," and order me some off of Amazon.
He got some issues going on with his son. He said he had to take his son's car away.
Hey, the honorable leg, jury.
Running around with a gun. He got his register and everything, but he said that his son was flipping out on him. Huh?
I just said, okay, yeah, that's terrible.
Oh,
hey, Miss Boogie down.
No.
Stay down laughing, Vicky.
I'm just saying it's terrible. That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's a young one. The one who had scholarships to go play baseball. Him.
Oh, wow.
He can't wait to run somebody's business.
College and all that. So he did. I don't know. You sent the money. He sent the money, but I did get $100 though.
He did.
Dre.
Yeah, he told me he did.
Okay. Yeah. So.
I put I had sent you another 50, I think. I don't know what I did. I did it wrong. It went on the phone. It didn't go in the commissary. It went on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what happened. It went on the phone.
Okay. So you didn't hear back. I figured you didn't hear back from across the street over there. So.
No, I did not.
Okay. So I know you said you need to get it out from over there by the weekend. Is that still correct?
Well, coming up. No, I don't think it's a weekend, but the first week in December, like December 2nd or something, I think she said.
Oh, okay. Well, what I was going to do is I had already talked to Dion. He said that he'll come get it tonight. He's going to call you around 7 o'clock, and he's going to bring you his. The problem is, he got two cars. Yeah, one on.
I know, one of that broke.
Right, Vicky.
Yeah, and then the other one need an oil change. So he said he just didn't have the money to get the oil change.
Hey, Town.
So I told him, maybe we can. Huh?
Hey, love to laugh.
Oh, he should have told me that.
Yeah. So I said.
He probably didn't want to tell.
Hey, Major's wife.
It's rough out here. It's kind of rough out
hey,
there
Keisha
right now. Everybody's struggling right now.
Yeah.
I'm pause right now. I see a lot of people coming in. Let me let y'all get in and get settled. Y'all got y'all drinks. It's a little early for y'all to be drinking alcohol, but they say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Okay, him knowing that the key is in the property and he was more worried about his raggedy truck than her being able to access her belongings is disturbing. It's very disturbing. And for him to throw it back in her face, knowing that it's cooler outside, it's cooler weather, and she don't have the proper clothing. So it just sounds like he put everything in the storage, and she just been buying, I guess, little things as she need them as time goes by. But now it's a different season, right? So is she supposed to keep doing this? I don't understand why she just can't go and get her things out of the storage. Dominique got all Shirley winter clothes. Baby, she done sold the furs and everything, huh? The honorable leg jewelry. Okay. This is so messed up. And he's not even pressed or worried. Like Vicky said, as long as he got that truck, he good. Okay. He did. BC Shirley said she ain't got it. Okay. All she got is $50 and all Dre got it $100. Dion ain't got nothing but a hot 20. Yeah, and Shirley missed and put it on the wrong books. I think she missed and put it on his phone instead of the commissary or something like that. Nesto couldn't wait to talk negativity. Yes, about his bestie. Absolutely. It thrills him to think someone else is doing bad. Right, Nestos. He couldn't wait to tell the business. Hey, Miss JEJ. Make it say I'm drinking, cooking dinner. These kids playing and I'm chilling. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I've been up since 3 a.m. It's drunk 30s in Vegas. Oh, okay, okay. It's funny that Dominique was calling Dre and Lamont, but not Shirley. Hell, if I was Shirley, I would have been calling her ass. Hey, Miss CLC. Hey, Chick-fil-A gal. Hey, Rat. Welcome everybody. We just started as far as the call. We're only 3 minutes in. And so far he already getting on our last nerve, as usual. I hate that laugh.
Honey, this is Tasha. Hold on.
All right.
Yes, Tasha. Hi, beautiful. Oh, wow. She was good. What's wrong? Oh, I love those shoes. And your coat looks gorgeous.
What kind of other coat?
Mm-hmm.
The right one here one?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, I was just looking for you though, but I knew you said.
I gotta finish. I gotta finish.
What's
You
going
see how
on
I'm
here?
looking? I'm looking crazy. Say hi to Tasha.
Oh, it's good to hear somebody else's voice. Tell her, say how she doing.
Hey, Steph, how you doing?
I feel like I'm on TV. I feel like I'm on TV. Yep.
I don't know what that means.
That means it's not reality.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hopefully something happens soon.
Oh,
He always says he thinks it's a movie.
Hey, Chick-fil-A girl.
This is encrypted, yeah.
yeah.
You know.
Hey, Juju D.
I'm glad to hear you.
Hey, only me 23.
My blessing the same way her husband got his blessing. She know what I'm talking about.
Hey, Shay B.
You
His
know,
blessings are the same way your husband, my husband.
Oh my God, poor Shirley. She can't even relay the message properly. She trying to do too much. She talking to two people at one time. She confused. He always trying to compare himself to somebody. And this is why I think we initially thought that Ronald had been, on the other side of the law. But it seems to me, listening to some of the calls prior to this one, is that he worked in the with law enforcement in some capacity, but he's always wanted to compare himself to somebody to make himself feel like he on an even playing field with others. Nesto, cut it. Nobody ain't sitting in jail for 3 years like you. Stop it. The dumb had it made as F. Okay, always saying the wrong thing. Can you read the room, Ashanti? Can we read the room? Can't even have a normal interaction. All you got to do is say, "Hey, thank y'all so much for looking out for my wife." Period. That's it. That's all. Oh, nasty mush mouth Nesto has not laughed like this since 2023. Oh my God, that's because he isn't aware that he's a fool. I'm so mad Shirley is a Leo. Such a shame.
her
I don't know what
husband.
you're talking about.
Her husband. Yeah.
Oh, Shirley. Don't worry about it, Shirley. Don't worry about it.
In your face.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know we never done that. You know, so
Tasha so confused, like my husband ain't never been in jail. Tasha so confused. She talking about who? My husband? Baby, I don't know what that man talking about.
I got one more load to wash.
Oh, Shirley doing laundry. Hey, pen pal.
She said it's good to hear your voice, honey.
Okay, thank you. I so appreciate it. No, it's good to hear a real friend voice. It's very good to hear that part.
He go with the foolery.
We want you home. Glad that you've been gone this long. So, come on home soon.
Okay, well, y'all gonna have a great Thanksgiving. I know y'all are, so just make sure you have my cake ready when I get there. I appreciate it.
That cake you made?
Yeah, I'll make you one. Okay. Oh no, he's talking about your cake.
Oh,
the German chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no. Okay, thank you.
January, right?
January 9th.
Okay. All right, we got you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna put it all out there.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, go have fun. I should have bring something. I'll look on the menu and call you. Oh no. No. Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. No, I forgot about that part. Okay, bye. Have fun. Night. Okay, I'm sorry.
Tasha going out.
They're going out to dinner.
Okay, that's cool. So I did.
You tell me that's cool.
You know that, huh?
I know what.
You know that couple that they hang out with sometimes? We went to
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
You don't need to know all that, Shirley. Don't tell no people business.
I thought about them the other day.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's cool. So I told him he said that he gonna call you and let you know when you go look at them places. I told him go ahead and schedule that appointment so you can go and start. I know it's gonna be important, but right now, if you want to get started, go and get started. Get your life together. 'Cause I know you're tired of staying over there. So I'm looking at next week, the 1st of December before I even get up out of here. I just worst case scenario. That's what I'm looking at. I like to go. Yeah, but it don't make sense trying to hold you up and you could be making some moves.
All right, I just can't live in
I know. I know. I'm
Fulton.
No, you can't.
You
can't. What I'm saying is this right here. If I sit here another month, I'll be working or no working. So there's a certain cap. So what's going on right now is the worst case scenario. Holidays, ain't nobody trying to fool nobody with no jail shit, no nothing. That means the judge they'll be leaving. They probably won't come back to. They might not come back to.
Not a jail hurricane.
I'm just going by what I can feel right now. So.
Right.
Yeah, and then by
nobody asking him for permission.
5 months on 7. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be here 5 months on 7. So right now I'm just trying to get it organized, so you can go ahead on and get yourself organized. So that you're organized, then I can be organized. You're not organized.
So
what you mean she not organized?
So you're saying I could go ahead and get something in Fulton?
Yeah, go ahead.
What he means she's not organized? How much you not organized? Hell, if she had her stuff, maybe she would feel better about herself, okay? Working or no working, child. He mean that regardless if his attorney, is getting him a bond or getting his bonds lower, it's still working for him because he's gonna be, going for a bond hearing every 90 days. That's what I think he mean. That's not true. Pen pal, Ernesto is getting his cake eating as we speak. Ooh. You never work, Ernesto, so it will be no working. I think he meant like, even if no work is being done by his attorney, work is still being done because he's going to get those bond hearings every 90 days. Sure, I told y'all I speak country, not mush mouth, okay? He doesn't know his damn self. Oh my God. Organized crime is what he means. She's not organized. Okay, that's what he mean, organized crime. She trying to pick up the pieces of this mess he left on these streets. Right. Hey, Sherry.
Get you something important because see if I go to here's the I've been to be locked up for over 5 months. Sometimes it take the way they're doing that, they're trying to push these cases out. So I could be going to court on all my cases in next month or it could be January. Then it don't make no sense bonding out anyway and I don't need no leg monitor. You understand what I'm saying?
It doesn't make sense bonding out and you don't need a leg monitor.
Yeah, if my case is presented to the courts by next month. That's what I'm saying. I'm not all the way 100 right now. But what I'm saying to you, if you want to move before the first, he's going to call you and set it up where you can go look for a nice place. We know you can't stay anywhere. We know that part.
Right.
It's got to be somewhere nice. So instead of spending money trying to do what you probably can, but I know you don't deal with cars. I know that part. So I just told Dion, if you want to get the truck, because you can't put the truck over there too much.
Thank you, April B.
You know, everybody trying to help everybody out while we can right now. Instead of spending a whole bunch of money.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Vicky said I would have left.
So he said he's gonna call you at 7 o'clock.
Vic, you know I would have left with the first phone call.
For a hot second, that was good to hear, boys.
She told me. Yeah, she texted me.
Yeah. Yeah, the kids all up in her business trying to figure out who she's talking to. Yeah, they probably heard a man's voice on the end of the phone.
Oh, okay.
Listening.
Yeah. Not knowing it's her dad.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Yeah. So, do you agree or disagree?
The way they talk about family and how they reference family just so weird to me because again, not knowing that she's talking to her dad. Like me, if I had been saying that about my daughter, it would have been like, I'm talking to your granddad, okay, because that's what she called my dad, okay, granddaddy. I don't know. It's just weird how they reference family to me. I'm sorry. Like, granddaddy, dad, and obviously they don't know his voice because he a damn stranger, right? I don't know. It's just weird. He's always spoke to Shirley like she's slow, but actually he the slow one. He's trying to make sure he don't slip up, Sherry. He be having different conversations with all his women folks, right? Especially Cynthia. So he got to make sure he don't slip up. It's because he has to slow down and enunciate. Joel, he's getting mad that she doesn't understand his crap talk. Hey, Tasha B. I know. Every time I miss a day, they want to act funny with me. He do that because he knows he can't pronounce or use the correct words the right way with Shirley, Charm. I'm telling y'all, he's trying to make sure he don't slip up and say the wrong thing. But it's weird how, this is like family. And they talk about family like strangers. Like, oh, the kids was trying to figure out who was on the phone, not knowing she's talking to her dad. Like, granddad, it's your granddad. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, fight you on anything. No, I agree.
You need to fight them.
We have to do what's best. I would prefer to stay someplace, like that.
Right. I understand.
Yes,
so,
Vic.
Because we got to keep it making sense. Got to keep it safe. Got to keep everything safe, and I can't think about myself. You got to think about yourself and your status and what's going on right now.
Yeah, if you have to, when we get out, when you get out, when we get out.
Really, I ain't even trying to concern myself with that right now. I'm trying to concern myself with
right.
Okay. Okay, then I'm just saying we'll make the necessary adjustments then.
They don't know them, man.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes. Right now, we
Okay.
gotta get to where you can move around safely.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, that makes sense.
Yes, of course. Yes,
Okay.
of course. I mean, you still got to be careful in Buckhead, because
He
it's
back in
crazy
jail
there.
again. That's what she
Yeah,
said. He back in his favorite
They
place,
got
jail.
they got some precautions at Lenox Mall now.
I saw him on the news. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like everywhere, and this is huh?
Hold on, love. Hold on.
Okay.
Like listen, time is money. He always put somebody on hold. I gotta get my medicine. I gotta swallow this pill tray. I gotta go get my tray. I'm trying to trade sausage for cereal. You ain't got time for this. You need to know what time to call. Put some damn body on hold.
Okay, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, they're feeding, so I get my tray. So, yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. So, just got to get you secure where you be safe and you can operate. You gonna have somebody help you get your computer and all that stuff together.
Yeah, I'll just call. Yeah, my coworker. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Co-worker.
That's what I was concerned about that. So other than that,
Must be Mississippi Monica, y'all. Who y'all? Who we think the co-worker is? I'm gonna go with Monica.
Yeah, I just need high speed Wi-Fi. That's all.
okay. All right. So we'll try that and see how that works. And if we get any difficulties or anything,
We know it ain't
we'll
Steve.
figure that out.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll start looking for sure.
Okay. So that'll work. So just text him.
Hey, old man Johnson's farm.
Text Martin and tell him
He don't care because
you know
he
what's
ain't
going
paying
on.
for it. He'll
Pull
just
away.
bid for more money, right?
And if you can
Hey,
go
I
with them
said
all,
what I
that's fine.
said. Hey, Gabby, in the
Oh,
bushes.
really? Okay.
Hey, no.
Yeah.
He
If
really
you want
thought
Yeah,
he
he's
was
going
running
to
ish
pick
from the
me up.
county
So
jail.
I'm
It
just waiting
did.
for Dion to bring
Thinking
the
maybe
cars, right?
Carla,
Yeah. He gonna call you at 7
Gary
o'clock.
from the T,
Yeah,
Gary
gonna
with the
call you
T.
at 7
All
o'clock.
right.
And he gonna take the truck, put it over there where he gonna put it at. They say he just want to get the oil change and all this stuff, make sure it's running good and everything for you.
How much does it cost for an oil change?
On that car, it's probably about $150, $200.
Oh. Okay. But before I forget, the insurance, I asked them to
Okay, this T, we've been talking about this insurance and the vehicles that are on the insurance. I think I wrote down before we heard a Jeep, okay, the Bentley and the truck we know. We've heard them speak about those. Let me write this down because I think we finna hear a new vehicle. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go get my medicine. Hold on.
take off the cars and just let me pay for the truck, and they said you have to call them.
I have to call them?
Yeah, they said you have to call them and tell them about the other truck.
Okay, all
Because
right.
the Ford will be 3-something, and then all of those cars, the Bentley, the Charger, the Mercedes.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that. We'll figure it out Monday. Cause they're not
Okay,
gonna
well, they.
I'll figure it out.
Okay, right. Okay.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you what they said.
So the insurance is in Ernesto's name because we heard that Cynthia was saying that the insurance was in Miss Shirley's name, right? So it sounds like the insurance is just in Ernesto's name from what we just heard, right? Girl, 30 seconds. The Duchess. So the insurance is in his name. Hey, Bible lady. Hey, the Duchess. The Charger is the security car. What is the Charger? The one that got repoed, y'all? He didn't want Shirley to mention the cars, baby. He cut her off like a ninja in traffic with a karate chop. Yep. Okay. Vicky, what part? I don't know what 30, because I don't know what 30 seconds is. Can you give me something more? Okay. So let me wait on Vicky, y'all. Cause I don't be watching the chat. I be over on the other on the other screen stream. Oh, got repo. No, check. Remember when Melody was driving the Charger at work and she came out, baby, in the space was open because it had been repoed. Is this the same Charger? Okay, my Tony, you peeped that too. Hold on, let me go up. What Miss Tony said. He didn't want Shirley to mention the cars. Oh no. Oh, Dion, the hunt, he was supposed to come and pick up the truck and give her a car, and he needed an oil change. That's T. If that's right, can you run it back? Okay. Hell no, I missed that. Right after she asked the cost of all the change. Okay. So let's run it back. Shoot. Yeah, I'm sorry, Vicky. I'll be over on the other because it's easier for me to stop and having to go back and forth between StreamYard. So I just go over to my video, which is in YouTube.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I mean, you still got to be careful in Buckhead, because it's crazy
I don't know
there.
if I went back far enough. Let me see.
It definitely is.
They got some precautions at Lenox Mall now.
I saw them on the news.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like everywhere, and this is Huh?
Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know if I took it back far enough. Damn it. Hurry up, Nesto.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, they're feeding, so I get my tray.
This is for Dion's car, not
that's
Nesto's
right
truck.
Just got to get you secure where you'll be safe and you can operate. You're going to have somebody help you get your computer and all that stuff together.
Yeah, I'll just call. Yeah, my coworker.
Okay, all right. So that's what I was concerned about that. So other than that,
yeah, I just need high speed Wi-Fi. That's all.
Okay, all right. So we'll try that and see how that works. And if we get any difficult or anything, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll start looking for sure.
Okay, so that'll work. So just text him, call him, text Martin, and tell him you know what's going on and you're fully well. And if you can go look tomorrow, that's fine too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hey, Miss E.
If you want to.
Yeah, he said he would pick me up. So I'm just waiting for Dion to bring me a car. Is that it?
Yeah. He's gonna call you at 7 o'clock. Dion's gonna call you at 7 o'clock.
All right.
And he's gonna take the truck, put it over there where he's gonna put it at. Like I said, he just want to get the oil change and all this stuff, make sure it's running good and everything for you.
How much does it cost for an oil change?
On that car, it's probably about $150, $200.
Oh. Okay. But before I forget, the insurance, I asked them to take off the cars and just let me pay for the truck, and they said you have to call them.
I have to call them?
Yeah, they said you have to call them and tell them about the other truck.
Okay, all right.
The Ford will be $3-something, and then all of those cars, the Bentley, the Charger, the Mercedes.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
okay, we good, everybody? I wrote down the timestamp this time just in case I need to run it back again. Okay, I'm with your chick. I be damn if I'm paying for anything. Sure, she could take that $150 and go ahead and get her a rental car. Okay. 7 o'clock never came. What car does he have that needs an oil change for $150? Yes, ma'am. Okay, we good. Okay. So that's some tea right there, because we heard, okay, the bird over there, sitting over there with the rider rats, saying that she saw the insurance information, and that Miss Shirley was the person that was, over the not over the insurer, okay, the insurer. But clearly Miss Shirley was not the insurer if she could not make changes to the policy. Okay, they said Nesto had to make changes to the policy. Okay, so that means that he's the person that, in my opinion, that got this insurance. Okay, so maybe it was in his company's name, Buckhead, Nesto Buckhead, Nesto Elite. I don't know. But that's T. Because she can't even make a change. She cannot make not one change without him. So Shirley, are you even on the insurance? Oh. Nesto Security, Flashlight Cop, home of the Flashlight Cop and Mall Cop Security. Yes, we good. I'm not paying for Dion's oil change. Dion let that lady drive that raggedy truck. And sure, Shirley says she do not want to drive that truck. It's too big. She's not comfortable, driving it. 450 or 400 for Dion pockets. She was lying as usual. Boom and bingo. Miss E clapping. Why change the oil? Just put a pan under it and collect all that is leaking. Hell, my Durango. Okay. Is that with the tire rotation included? Okay, so what is going on is Shirley does not feel comfortable driving a truck. So Dion has 3 vehicles, and he's supposed to be exchanging one of his vehicles for Nesto's truck. Okay, and something that Shirley could drive. So now the complaint is that he don't mind switching, vehicles and truck, out with Shirley, but he needs an oil change for the car that he needs to give her, right? And it's $150. Well, if you giving her the vehicle and it need an oil change, then let her go get the oil change. You know what I'm saying? If she want to get it. My Tony, it's just always something with money with them. So Shirley was not the policy holder. That bird chirped loud and wrong again. And as usual, stay out of married people business, because you don't know what's going on. You only hearing something from one party, okay? And he got so much to lose that he just lying all over the damn place. And you repeating it like the bird brain that you are, okay? Yes, Nesto Flashlight, Mall Cop, okay, Security. It ain't nothing to lead about it. Nothing to lead about it. The insurance wasn't in Shirley's name, Ponytail. Cynthia. Yes, beautifully made 13. Yes, sounds like the insurance is in Nesto's name only. He is the only one that can make the changes, but I don't think he wanted her to mention the cards. He might be hiding some cards, allegedly. Well, that's one of the reasons he locked up, right? So he clearly don't want a rundown of the vehicles. That truck too big and it stinks. And it's a damn hazard to the damn community, okay? Because it's dripping oil. Absolutely makes sense. It shows that Cynthia is absolutely lying about all that. Nesto probably told her that. Okay? Stop repeating stuff that you don't know for sure. Period. Just stop. In my Dre voice, period. That's T. Thank you. Sounds like the person who has the vehicle title must make changes to the vehicle insurance. And Dion or not, never loan Shirley a vehicle either. Nope. They always find a way to pick people's pockets. Exactly. April B said, I'm just laughing. Explain that, Cynthia. The folks say they want an explanation because you went over there, with the rider rats And you said you saw the documentation for yourself, and you knew that she was paying for the insurance, and she was the insurance holder, right? You said that over there, okay? That was a damn lie. Why don't he have all the passwords and logins listed somewhere so she can cancel online? Girl, now that's the $1 million question, Miss E. He probably may have just been going in and paying it. This Nesto we talking about, Miss E. It don't sound like he had Geico or State Farm. It sounds like he may be dealing with like a third party. He may just be running in down there at the damn general.
We'll do that. We'll figure it out Monday.
Down there at the general.
Okay, well they.
I'll figure it out.
Okay, right. Okay.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you what they said.
Right, Mike.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make that adjustment Monday. I'll call you
Okay.
Monday. We can make that adjustment early.
I'm glad I remembered that.
At the general.
That's what I meant to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll get on that Monday. I'll call you Monday, and we can figure that out from there.
All right, hon.
And
all right.
And so what else you got going on?
My uncle calling me.
I guess
yeah, direct.
You know, you just gotta. Yeah, that's it. Right now. I'm just trying to stay warm. I've been so cold.
For real?
I gotta. That's why I ordered some sweaters. Yeah.
You got a space heater down there?
No, I don't want a space heater because then it gets too hot. You know what I'm saying? But in the daytime,
What about them blankets, them extra blankets?
Yeah, maybe I'll get one of those. But I mean, I'm not cold in the bed. It's just in the daytime. The house is kind of cold because, you know, Tasha has hot flashes sometimes. So she doesn't like it real hot. Yeah. So, you just make the adjustments. That's all. But I'm cold. I just keep a lot of clothes on. But today I was really cold. I got on a sweatshirt and some pants. I'm still cold. But I guess because my blood is thin, I take those blood thinners.
Oh, Shirley.
I guess that's what it is. Huh?
Your feet be cold and sweaty?
Not sweaty. My feet don't.
How you gonna be cold and sweaty at the same time?
No, sir. They do not.
This man is an idiot. Your feet cold and sweaty. Can somebody explain to me how your feet gonna be cold, freezing, and sweaty at the same damn time? Come on now. My uncle finna come by here, y'all. I need him to switch out my battery for me. So y'all hear a man over here. We do know Shirley eventually had Progressive on that truck. She mentioned Progressive at one point. Yeah, I have to wait and hear that, Vicky. And that may have been after this happened. I don't know. I don't know about the Progressive. Slow. She can change the insurance on the vehicle, but not at all. I don't understand your question. I'm slow. She can change the insurance on one vehicle, but not all. From what I heard her say, she couldn't change the insurance on the vehicles that he let her list out, right? He cut her off. So that's all I know from what I just heard. He cut her off, so we didn't get to hear all the vehicles that are on the insurance, but we do know she could not change or drop, the vehicles that she want to drop off of them. We'll go by and they'll call for the Shirley G's or a blanket, one of those fluffy ones. Child, they must have put her little white the little crochet blanket that she had. They must have put that in the stores too. Asking her about a dang space heater, tell her where the damn clothes are at, Ninja. Hey, complicated. I'll be damn if I. That's what it sounds like to me. Sound as if she could change the info on some vehicles, but not all. Sonya thinks mudding the waters when it comes to Nesto is going to help, but it's actually is going to make it worse in our buckwheat voice, in our Dre voice. Okay, worse. Period, Sherry. Cold and sweaty. Sure, when you have pneumonia, you be cold and sweaty. It happens. She don't have no pneumonia. Hey, BN. I don't want to hear that, but you are correct. Right. She just cold. Cause seems like Tasha have how that thing up in the freezing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. But so I've just been eating soups and drinking tea and stuff, so to keep warm inside.
Oh, is that working?
Yeah, while I'm doing it, I burn my tongue. And that tea was so hot.
Oh, Shirley.
Yeah.
Hey, BN.
Okay, so what y'all gonna do for Thanksgiving then?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably, I can't even tell you.
Oh.
Oh, I guess Tasha's going to cook. I might make a cake. She asked me to make a cake, so I might make a cake.
Okay, you're not gonna be feeling all sad and shit, is you?
Well, that's the one day I cook every year.
Okay.
I mean, I cook the whole
What
meal.
you be cooking,
so,
Shirley?
No, I'll be all right. I'm not going to be sad. God wouldn't like that.
No, he ain't gonna like that. No.
Hey, Chanel.
He's not gonna like
He
that.
wouldn't like it. No.
Chick, nah, that's
So
too
you
cold.
from the baby daddy?
No. Oh, no. He's
Hey,
gone.
Gina.
He left.
So,
Did you go meet up with him, girl?
Debbie enjoying herself?
Yeah.
Okay, Shirley, we need some more information now. You talking about he left. He left. Did you go meet up with him? Because the last time we heard about this conversation, or the last time we talked, you said you was thinking about going over there to meet up with him on Thursday before he left. We want to know, darn it.
She went to see her husband.
Hey, Jet Black
she might
Straight.
not go back.
Hey, Roddy.
But she's got to.
Steve said Shirley can't cook.
But she will.
Somebody go back to Chicago?
Mhm.
Hey,
Want to go back to
Eve.
Chicago?
No, because she wants to be in her own house.
Hey, Gina.
Every woman wants to be in their own house.
Oh.
You know how that is.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were saying 50 in your house.
That's right. You say she's staying with her mama?
Oh, God.
Yeah, in Chicago.
Why do we need to know all of this? And this is why we know Debbie don't need nowhere to stay at. Debbie's mom is still alive. She's staying with her mom because she sold her house because she was gonna move, with her husband in was it Tennessee, right? And Debbie still has a son here in Florida and a daughter. Okay. So Debbie was really just there, with Shirley because they were both going through the same thing. They both needed support from each other, and everything just aligned, at the same time for them. And they're really, really good friends.
Because she gave up her place.
Well, that makes sense. She
it did make sense. Yeah, it made sense. She gave up her place, so because if she didn't, I would be up there right now. Well, not if she had gone home.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you think about going back to what that place called again?
Crossed my mind.
What crossed your mind?
It crossed my mind. Yeah, that place.
California.
It was safe.
California.
I figured that was where your head was at.
Well, it just crossed my mind. I didn't say
With
I was
Janie?
going there, but it did cross my mind.
Or Jamie.
Yeah, because every place doesn't have a half bath.
Oh no, she talking about.
I like my half bath.
Okay.
I thought she was talking about going to California, but they did talk about some place that a friend of hers, whose husband is was it a basketball coach or something like that, used to stay in, and she said it was really nice. She was gonna check and see if they had some vacancy or if it looked old or something like that. The last time we covered them, I thought they were talking about California, but that's what I think they're talking about. They're back to where she's gonna be moving at.
But yeah, I'll just go where someplace is safe, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and big
Hey,
enough.
Linda.
A little space. I would like a little space if I could get a little
Right,
space.
chick.
Yeah. So it just be temporary until all this get out of the
I
way.
agree, complicated.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No.
God fixes
Hell
it.
no.
Huh?
I said until God fixes it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's working on it now.
You know, he said we all out here living in a 1-bedroom with a half a bath. He has a fascination with a half a bath. He must be had a damn outhouse when he was growing up, because he can't even imagine it being full baths. Okay. Shirley say, hun, every place doesn't have a half a bath.
Yeah, he's been working on it. I know. That's why I try to limit my, how I feel, my sadness, because
Shirley, you can be sad if you want to.
Completely faithful that he's fixing it.
You say you're completely safe with
Faithful. Yeah.
Shirley, you can be sad. You got a right to feel however you want to feel. Don't let him make you feel bad for feeling sad.
What are you eating? Are you still doing your push-ups?
No, I got a big booty, big stomach, little arms.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
That's where Dion get them hips from.
That's what I got going on.
Vicky, that's where Dion get the hips from. Got the big hips.
That's what I got going on.
Yeah. No, you don't. I know better than that.
Yeah, no coffee. Can't drink no coffee, so.
You can't drink coffee?
Yeah, they sell it, but the water's so cold you can't heat it up, and I don't like cold coffee.
Sadness.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Elsie.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, I hope you are drinking some water.
Yeah, they got plenty of that,
Well, you should. That'll keep you healthy.
Yeah,
tap water.
So what are you eating? What are they feeding you?
Right now, rice and chicken. Rice, chicken, and green beans.
Oh, okay. Oh, they give you vegetables? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Give you fresh system out. Yeah.
Huh?
Flush your system out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Flush your system. Well, that's good. He said he's going to come get you then.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, well, yesterday.
He'll come and get me. Whenever I talked, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Because the place he had, he was saying, "Oh, you can't live in Fulton." So.
Oh yeah. Well.
My uncle said he ain't coming in here. He don't want to be on the World Wide Web.
Gamble with it, and because it ain't.
Hey, Marjan.
Your life for 5 minutes, that don't make sense. You did that enough, so it's just time for you to have your own space so you can concentrate and be some less safe. And you like company, but who you gonna have company with that you can't trust?
I don't have any friends.
Here he go with the can't trust BS.
All my friends have left me. All my so-called friends are gone. That's okay. That's okay. As long as I'm safe, I'm cool.
Yeah, as long as you're safe, that's all that matters. And to me,
yeah.
And you can do what you're gonna do. This ain't no last no but a minute anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I got it.
I told Dion, he said he's gonna call you.
Yeah, he just texted me.
Oh, he did?
He just texted me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there we go. So I just told him I'd just do that. I'd rather do that. At least I know what you got going on state. So you go to
So should I'm supposed to give him the money to do that?
Yeah, if you want to. If you want, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'll help him. I don't mind.
Yeah, he's just trying to get you where you can ride at some safe. But like these cars, you gotta be real careful out here now. They still like it.
Well, those are the number one cars I hear that they're stealing and breaking into.
Anything nice, they get.
Yeah.
They done broken that truck.
Well,
Out of that, so. Okay, love.
what truck? Oh, your truck? Oh, okay. All right, darling.
All right, so I'll
Well,
call
go
you
ahead.
tomorrow. I'll call you tomorrow. I just want to let you know
All
what's
right,
going
Mom.
on so we're on the same page.
Okay. All right. Well, thank
All right.
you.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Huh?
Yeah, look up on that rental thing on .com, whatever. You can probably see something on where you used to be at. You probably
Yeah, I will.
You seen something already?
Yeah. No, I haven't looked there. I just looked at the new spaces in Buckhead. You know, they got a bunch of new buildings.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
I did look. I didn't look like where I was. I looked on the opposite end.
And then the rent is super high.
It's in the 3s and 4s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
For one
But
bedroom.
you know, I haven't seen them. It's for 2 bedrooms. I haven't seen them, but I just hope they're not small, so I could at least fit my sofa in there.
Well, they're all small now. The new stuff is all small.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
they're gonna work itself out. Like I said.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm not gonna trip. I'm just not gonna trip because I'm not. That's just that. I mean, there's nothing to trip about. You know, we have our health. We're healthy. You know, and that's way important. I gotta go anyway because I gotta eat healthier.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that makes
I need
sense.
to eat
That's what I'm talking
much
about.
healthier. Yeah. I don't want to eat like this anymore.
I'm back, y'all.
Vegetables and all of that. I haven't been eating a lot of that kind of stuff. You know, I've
Hey,
been eating
Lion
a lot of
Mom.
junk, and I don't want to do that.
Okay, now that.
I need to get back on my program.
Yes, you do.
Mhm.
Yes, get back on
Yes,
your
I do.
And make sure he fill that car with gas.
Oh, okay.
You ain't going nowhere anyway. We're getting you're beautified.
Hell, is she paying for the oil change?
Yeah, he knows behind it.
Nah, that's so stupid. She gonna have to pay for the oil change that he says around $150 or $200. But Dion gonna have to put gas in the car. If he can put gas in the car, he need to pay for his own oil change. I'll put the gas in some driving it. Make it make sense. SS has been lying to her so-called friends. Yeah, she is the one not to be trusted. Yes, be thankful, Shirley. He did fix it. Right. He exposed that man for the fraudster, the cheater, the thief, the liar, the deviant. He really is. And he made the process of removing him from your life swift. And did. I agree with everything you said. Some coloring book pages. Well, he's in jail, so that is one person less to steal a car, Shirley. Imagine how difficult he would have made the divorce for her if he was a free man. Nobody wanted to steal that leaky truck. Not nobody. The rent super high, like your bond, Nesto. Oh my God, she wouldn't have been able to find him to serve him. That's true. I wish my friends would bring a bona fide active thief in my circle and not tell me, yeah, he be in jail. Okay, wait a minute. Tell me. I think that's supposed to be me. He's been arrested at least twice already. Right. Shit, I'm tripping, sliding, gliding, and falling. I don't understand why she don't meal prep. I think she just don't want to be in another woman's kitchen. That's the only thing logically I could come up with, Miss E. Sounds like she's not even aware of his poor health. Child, Nesto was lying to me, in my opinion, about how sick he was in there. He was trying to take a page out of Erica Kane. She don't like to pump gas. I'm behind, started naming all the I think the cars. Cats he cut off. All right, all right. Oh, the cats. Okay, he cut out. All right, all right. He wanted to say, "Shut up, shut up. I can't stand this man." I think she talking about the cars. That Ernesto and Dion says you'll never understand it. Don't even worry. Don't waste your time. If I was aware of his poor health, it wouldn't matter to me. Only thing I need to know is, baby, do I need to up the life insurance policy, Chick-fil-A girl? Because I'm about to chain cash out.
In the case, so you know it ain't going nowhere. And make sure you park in the front, wherever you're parking at.
Okay, I will. Yeah. If it doesn't look safe, I'm not going. If it's not.
But if she's in somewhere that's gated with security, why does it matter where she park at, right? Like y'all said, he's always trying to plant this seed of her not being protected, being harmed. Everyone's trying out to get her. Like, girl, if you don't let him know, I know how to take care of myself. I know how to fend for myself. Tell him, Shirley.
Not safe. I'm not going anyway. I'll just keep going if it doesn't look safe.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. All right, love. I love you. Everything works itself out.
All right. I love you too. God bless you, honey. Stay strong up in there. Keep praying, keep thanking God.
I sure am. And this is he told me to make right here, so that's what I'm on.
Huh?
This is a decision he told me to make right here.
What?
Oh, okay.
Well, if that's the decision he told you to make, to be in there, right there, right now, right here, then why are we talking? Why are we having this conversation? And why have you not pled guilty?
All right.
Can't be selfish. Cool. You can't be selfish in a relationship. Can't do that.
No, you're never selfish.
Yeah, that's not my style. So.
You were focused.
Yeah, definitely that.
I think you forgot about me. You forgot about me a little bit.
No, that's in your mind. That's what you think. But that's okay.
No, it's not my mind. All right, moving on.
Thank you.
All right, honey. Love you.
All right, love you. Get you some rest and try to stay warm. You say you like cold, so it's cold now. So.
I know, but I got to get some cold clothes. I don't have any cold clothes.
That's a shame.
I hate being cold. All right, love.
I know you do. Get you some blankets. Order you some blankets. They got them suits that the jumpsuit you used to wear. That jumpsuit you just wear like every day. That white one, that green one, that fur. I'm like, where you get that shit from? You know what I'm talking about?
But it kept me warm in the house.
But you got to get you about 2, 3 or more of them. Get you about 3 or more of them, you'll be good.
You just thought I wore it a lot. I washed it. I had a couple of them. I had more than one.
Okay.
I wish I had those right now.
Where'd you get them at?
I don't know. I ordered them. I got one from Ross. I got one from someplace else.
Well, you need to get
I think I ordered them.
Yeah, well, get you some more of them and you'll be fine. Because it's hard to think when it's cold.
Yeah. I know. It really is.
I don't like it. It be cold in here. My feet be cold. And I can't think.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because you're so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know how you feel. And I got these nylon socks on. You know ain't nothing coming through nothing but some cold air.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, honey, say that.
Okay.
Hey, babe.
I love you, then. Just call.
All right, my love.
He say he gonna call you. What did he say?
I don't know what he said. Something about my dad said something.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe just try to.
I'll read it again.
You might have to give him like 500 something. Put that gas in that car. So you.
How we went from 150/200 to now 500? Girl, just go rent you a car.
No gas and all that. Make sure you're straight before he leaves.
Oh,
and
okay.
then he can track that car down wherever you at.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. Let him know. I told him that I know that since I'm old.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Yeah. Since I'm old, I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. So tell him I know that he can track wherever you at.
But she don't go anywhere like that, so I'm confused.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for using
Why is he tracking her? Like, I'm confused. You know he can track it. Sure, ain't like I'm finna run off on the plug. Shirley should have immediately got a life insurance policy when he got locked up. Hey, Esau, welcome, welcome to the front porch. How was mom's birthday? Remember when he asked Shirley, does she remember when when he was almost unalive, and Shirley said, I don't remember you almost dying. Okay, you being so extra. That's T. He forgot about her. Yes, that was T. He wasn't home like that, right? He was dick dashing all through the ATL streets. He diminishes her feelings so swiftly. Tell me where the keys to the storage are, fool. So he wants her to spend more money to keep her from the storage. She don't want to go down there and get the keys. She do not want to go down there to the jail and get the keys. Because I do believe they said they would release. I know they would have released the truck to her, but she didn't want to go down there and get it. Get you 3 or more orange jumpsuits, Nesto, to add to your collection, and you'll be fine. What the fuck? He brings it back to him. Hey, Joseph, happy Sunday. Anything that sheds light, on his crimes, he moves away from the conversation with lightning speed. Nestor is such a nag. Shirley has been trying to get off the phone for a minute now. Since she called out, he colder than her. I got on these synthetic socks. Sympathetic bastard. She really was better off renting a car for real. I agree. So getting her clothes out of storage is completely off the table. Why is a ninja acting like he knows so much about outside world and he locked up? $500 nickel junior. Get the F out of here. Remember, she was asking him if they had life insurance. Hey, TX Toy, happy Sunday. This Ernie tells your crew all Mini is 10 good players. Make her feel insecure, yeah. And if she can't make good choices on her own to make her codependent, right. Pork Chop was gonna pop the lock on the storage. It's giving that stuff was already gone out of that storage before Nesto got locked up. Always gaslighting this lady and running a play on her. She complains too much for me. She should have moved off off years. She should have moved off. Finish that up for me, Miss E. Okay, let me see if anybody want to come up. I gotta come back though, y'all, because what I originally wanted to play, I wasn't able to upload it. So of course it'll be Daryl. What about your friends? He never mentioned the keys to the storage to get her stuff. They had a conversation about the storage because Shirley was paying for it, right? It was behind and she was getting it caught up. Remember, they went down there. Shirley went down there. She was talking about the lady didn't have teeth and not, they were having a conversation. It wasn't one sided with just Shirley, but she did go down there and pay for the storage. But I'm thinking he had already got rid of whatever he wanted to get rid of out of that storage. It must have been junk in there. I don't know. Hey, Vicky.
Girl, this pissed me off.
What pissed you off, Vic? What happened?
Number one, him talking like he's giving Tasha and Ronald permission, or Tasha. That's yeah, that's
Yeah, you're
okay.
right.
That's
You're right.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's that part. Um, him cutting her off, just like that last part. I do feel bad for her. That last part is like, oh well, you forgot about me. So she ain't never seen this man. Like, she really did think she was vouching for him, thinking that he was out here doing the Lord's work and being nice to people. And I mean, she was really vouching for this man. And I've been that stupid blind mother sucker who has been gung ho for her man before. But this is just crazy, and he just blows her off completely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. We said we're gonna move on. What did he say? We're gonna move on from that.
I had walked out, so I don't know verbatim what he was saying because my uncle was here.
I think he said we're gonna move on from that. When she said you forgot about me, and it's like she doesn't even get an opportunity to even express her emotions. And I don't know if anybody has been in a relation, if anybody in the chat, or if you have been in a relationship with somebody who has kind of like, when I say diminish, I mean just downplay your feelings,
Mhm.
like they're inadequate, like you don't deserve to feel this way, so you just, I mean, I feel worse. Like just the sock thing. She's like, I'm cold. And there was a point in time where her and Debbie, she did ask him for the keys because I remember hearing it on this channel. Like I remember hearing it. I think it was on a recent call. She said she said, like said it real quick. She's like, keys to the storage. Keys to the storage. We need the keys to the storage. And that was when Debbie was there. I think she was in Chicago. Debbie was getting her hair done, and Shirley was waiting on Debbie. If you remember that.
Mhm. Mhm. And he said
So,
it wasn't nothing in there. He said, It ain't nothing
well,
in there."
well, he no, he said he switched the subject at that point in time. He said, all my stuff, yeah, all my stuff. Like he said something about all my stuff is gone. They got all that stuff gone. Like when he's talking about his paperwork, I almost, I guess, all my paperwork gone. Like he pivoted. He didn't give her an answer, and he knows that she's gonna back down. So like, I mean, it's just like, damn, Shirley. I mean, I feel for her in the sense that it could be a lot of people up there who a lot of people out there who go through this kind of stuff where you silence your inner voice, you silence your feelings too, because the other person is more vocal about their feelings. So she just accommodated him, like it just was what it was. She just, okay, well, my husband's out there, he's actually working hard. I've seen, he's his self-made man, and he's changed himself, and he's shown and proved to me, because I mean, I guess when she met him, he did have viable businesses that were operating. He just got too big for his britches. When he started, he got lazy, and he was happy with the connections that Shirley's name and Steve's name brought, and he found an easier way to get money from people. But I know he had been doing it, scamming people, but it's crazy. And I was sitting here thinking last night, like, they could sit here and try to play like Erica really was the one in charge. She might have been the executioner when it came to like switching titles and stuff, but Erica's thing seemed like real estate. Nesto's thing was cars. You know what I mean?
I've not seen a connection with Erica in the cars.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, maybe she helped flip the titles, or something, like the switch the vans or something like that. Or we know that she. I mean, and even just like, well, let's take it to the the show presenting herself in court as somebody. She wasn't. Just that.
Yeah, the attorneys and the
Yeah.
lease and the rental is the only connection that I feel Erica has to him. Everything else was things that Nesto was doing
Well, I mean, more so
outside
the
of her to me.
when it came to their fraud MO, it seemed like looking at Erica's history, it's more, her stuff is more like real estate. She's good. It seems like she was good at like having doing the real estate thing, like taking, because you kind of look at her. I just skimmed through her record. She has real estate stuff all in her record. Like, just I got to go back. I would have to go back and pull it up. But her stuff is real estate. His is this car shit. Like he does so their MOs are completely different. The one thing that that ties him and Erica together is her pretending to be an attorney.
Hmm.
But that, so when the little one likes to say it's all Erica.
Yeah. I
No,
always clear Erica over here. I always say Erica has nothing to do with, and I always give a rundown. But for some reason, people don't like Erica, and they always want to throw her in the mix. When Nesto was doing all this stuff, he got 19 cycles before Erica, so he
right.
clearly did not just change and when he got met Erica or whatever. Now,
No, no, no. But
I disagree.
I see Miss Boogie down is up here. So but let me say this. I really, really the this all like hearing this conversation. It just really like it's continues to solidify. he just he made her feel so small. Like he made her feel always scared. Like you can't even step outside without me knowing where you are. I mean, I know the husbands and wives, you know, you share your, I mean, even a boyfriend girlfriend, partners, you share your location. You know where your partner is. So that's nothing new. But like he almost the way he drills it down to her, and she's so like he feeds into her insecurities about not being safe, not being able to handle things on her own, or just making simple decisions. We know Shirley is capable of making these decisions. She really is. She may need a little assistance because she doesn't. I mean, a lot of this stuff is technology influenced, or it's technology driven. So she may need a little more help because she doesn't understand it, and a lot of stuff I don't understand, and I'm considerably younger than Shirley, but still she's able to make. She's just chosen to relax her brain and not actually use it, and then he totally allows it. He wants her to be completely dependent upon him, but you're locked up, so why would you continue to instill this level of codependency in her? Dion is a fuck up. Why would you like make Dion? Dion never came through with that card, not a one bit. He never. You
And
gotta,
then
and
and
you gotta,
then
right?
but
You
she
gotta.
sent on the money, but she gave him the money. I'm
She
like,
got,
sir, why would you give him this money?
cause and Dion ain't. I mean, Dion ain't shit. I'm sorry, buddy. I was rooting for you, but you ain't shit. Like you took that $500, and I'm sure she's giving him more. Cause I think I've heard, if I remember correctly, I have heard her say she had to give him some money, on other occasions. So those aren't gifts, man. You know, do what you're supposed to do. Give her the damn car. Like I just this whole family, them Williamses are not worth the quarter. But all right, I'll be quiet now.
Thank you, Vicky. Go ahead, Miss Boogie Down. I'm sure
Hey,
you'll be back
lady.
fired up. How you doing, Miss
you
Boogie
know,
Down?
I'm first and foremost, I'm well. I'm well. What you call it? I've been in the bushes. I had some family in town and stuff like that, and I had to be at my black job, so that they know what it is. They know how to get around. But you know, I can't even be upset at this man anymore. I'll tell you, my anger just always starts to change because, again, as I continuously say, I listen more and I'm talking less. And as I listen, I
Mhm.
can't get mad at him for them enabling him. I can't get mad at him for them not checking him because everything that you guys are saying is 100% correct. And the only time when Dre was like, just sit your ass down somewhere, like everybody needed to keep that same energy constantly. And maybe he would have done just that. But even with this here, I can't even be mad at this man. He's in everything but a damn movie because of her. Because she acts like she is an invalid that can't do a damn thing for herself. And it makes absolutely no sense. Even down to, the oil change. I'm like listening and I'm like, did this shit just go from like 150 to like 500? Like, where we at with these numbers now? It just keeps,
Right.
and nobody says, wait a minute, what did you say? No, because that's not what you said before. Like, that's my whole point. Nobody is doing that. So it's like a child when you see these kids, we all go out and you go grocery shopping or you just doing some therapeutic shopping, buying, and you see these kids running all around the damn place. Who are you mad at? You're mad at the parent. Yeah, the kid is getting on your damn nerve because that's the one that's running around reckless. But the parent is just sitting there or trying to continue to have their little adult time and just let the kid run crazy. And that's what this is. They are just letting this toddler, grown man, baby man, just run amok. And my thing is, at the end of the day, like Vicky just solidified, you're in jail. So you're not calling no shots on anything. And everything that you're trying to call shots on, you calling shots on other people's time. You're behind bars and you're trying to direct me. You trying to direct, like it just sounds like crazy. But like I said, I'm evolving with these calls as you guys repeat them. And I am changing my anger, and it is going to the supporting casting, the cast, because he is
It's the family
definitely
that prays for me, Miss Boogie Down. It's the
yeah.
family that prays, okay?
Yes, yes.
It's the damn family. It's his surrounding cast. Nobody, every call you're reviewing, no matter what, even with those calls with Dion and the raggedy mama and her non-English speaking, saying he didn't even like kids, but you chose to have two with him. Like, what is wrong with these people?
You don't even like kids.
You don't
I
even
ain't never
like
met no
kids.
people like this in my life. Even when
No,
referring to
no,
family members, it's like they're talking about strangers. Like when
yeah,
I talk about like my uncle, he just left. He didn't want to come. I told him to come back here and say hey to y'all. He is
yes,
70. My uncle is 70. Okay,
yep,
that is my uncle. That's my mom's brother.
that
Okay,
part,
that's my
that
uncle.
part.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I
do
don't
you one
know.
better, Lady T-Bug. My oldest brother is 60. My dad is 83. He'll be 84 on August 12th. Another Leo like you Leo people. My brother still says yes, sir. My brother is 60, and we talking about New Yorkers, and we ain't no street people or nothing like that, but we street adjacent, right? And my brother still, till this day, talks to my dad as a father. My brother is a father himself, but when he is talking to his father, there is no, they may laugh and they may have a joke, and my
Right.
brother may use the N-word and be like, yo, this and Pop, yo, can you believe
He
this
know
and
how
that? But
far to
under
go. He know how far
no
to go.
circumstances is he like referring to my dad as my man's, and like I'm like
Player.
player, you know what I mean? And it's so funny. So just a very quick story. My dad is originally from Harlem, New York, which is Manhattan, and there's infamous street is 125th Street for those from New York or know about New York, right? And even to this day, like people who know my dad, like our friends and stuff like that, they still put Mr. because they call him Pop 125, and they still put Mr. in front of it. These are strangers, you know what I'm saying? Or they call my dad Mr. by his first name, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I've never seen relationships like this. I've never seen such dysfunction functioning, because that's what they're doing. They are dysfunctionally functioning among each other. And it's sad, it's scary, and it's just definitely one for the books. This is some new age stuff that we are entering. These are some new times. I've never. And like I said, as I listen to these calls being repeated, yeah, I'm not solely mad at this dude. Like, I mean, he's a piece of trash, and my opinion of him has never changed, but I'm just more empathetic to why he acts the way he does, because nobody checks this grown man. Nobody
Right.
says, hey, wait a minute, pump the brakes, da 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 da. Like I said, even when Dre appeared to be like he was doing something, it just turned into a joke and no follow-up or whatever have you. But it can't be just us reviewing these calls and sharing this opinion, and none of these people have this opinion, but for whatever reason he's got this strong hold on them that nobody wants to call him out on his stuff, or they're afraid that he'll cut them off. I really don't know, but this is
Yeah,
a
I
very
agree with you.
severe version of Stockholm syndrome.
I told you. And then she got the nerve to say, well, I don't have any friends. They've all gone. Yeah, because
Oh my
listen,
gosh, that part.
that's I'm not gonna be like you in the surrounding cast. Like you don't see
Yeah,
nothing wrong with your husband and the people that are around you, but I see it. I've tried to call it to your attention, but
right,
I cannot
right,
stick around for this. Like this is not me.
It's
So
not
I'm
right,
here to
normal.
go with your
right.
people.
It's,
It's
it's
not
it's even like in our everyday life, right? And we have girlfriends, and you see them dealing with this knucklehead that keeps putting them through it, but they keep going back, keep letting him back in the house or whatever. It's not a judgment at this point. It's about protecting my peace and
right.
protecting my energy. And so by doing that, that means I got to let go of you and your energy, because what you bring, I'm not picking it up. What you putting down, I'm not picking it up. And it's just like nobody is checking, and he is the lowest form right now because he's the one who's incarcerated. Y'all are free taking orders from a locked up man. And everybody has to do what he was doing to keep his wife in line so he can reap the benefits. And now you're getting mad at folks because Dion's not calling Shirley back right away. Or, I mean, people have their own lives. Like, this is your hustle. Whether who knew about it or not is irrelevant. At the end of the day, this is your hustle, and you're getting mad at folks because they're not upkeeping with her to keep your chick in line. That's crazy. Or follow her to make sure, you know, that they can report back to you the every move. This is like ridiculous because after the first month or two, when y'all seen he's not getting out or whatever have you, even if you didn't know that he would be in there this long, you knew like things were coming up that was derailing this. So now we got to go to plan B. All right, what's the next step? Because it don't look like you getting out. When do
Life
these
should have
conversations? Go ahead, Vic.
Right.
No, I was gonna say life should have started moving on after like after month two at the most. I mean, really
First
after
phone call for me, but I give you 2 months. I give you 2
yeah,
months. I give you a
after
month.
month two, like she really should have started looking for if you're obviously she's grateful that that these people are letting her stay with her, and but she's
Right.
not happy because it's not her space, and
Right.
she you want your own space, so move on. Okay, honey, I can't pay your attorney right now. Like, let's see what the attorney is talking about. I mean, why even she's sitting here paying, but they're all just enabling it. And he wants them to, circle her like a shark. But like you said, that's his hustle. And they all knew. I mean, Dion most definitely knew. Lamont knew. They all knew that this was his hustle. This was the money. And Dion was just, I think he just taking the scraps that Shirley was providing. He don't, and he Oh, I'll do it
Absolutely.
later. He's Dion's another Sonya. I'll do it later. I was gonna go wash our car. She asked me to come wash our car and give her some. I'll take her some flowers. Low effort, but yeah, you gonna take that $500. Like you gonna
Right.
take that 500, and you can't even get your oil change. I mean, that's why your girl. That's why he always has that rain cloud over him.
Right.
Yep.
Everything
Yeah.
is happening around him. And Ernest, yeah, you want to control things from jail when you really didn't have anything under control. I mean, you had her under control to a certain extent, but she got the opportunity to start being able to remember. Oh, I'm actually smart. I can actually function. He gave her too much opportunity. I know he wasn't keeping up with her. This solidified that he was not keeping up with
Mhm.
her on the outside,
Mhm.
but he really messed up by being locked up and not keeping up with her, thinking that your
Yeah.
people was going to try to keep up with her. Boy, she's low energy, so a lot of people don't want to talk. They don't have anything to talk to her about, you know. So
Right.
what can they say to her? Because they're basically just covering for Nesto.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
they don't have any really thing to give her, and she may want to talk. She may want to talk about the Lord, and these are heathens, so they don't want to talk about God. So they have nothing to converse with her about. They're just checking in. That's it. All right, then talk to you later. But he let her be able to regroup and get her own mind. And yes, she was able to get support around her, and she was able to actually probably sit down and listen. Like, oh, okay. And yeah, she was sticking by him for the most part. But when she really learned whatever information she learned at the end of May of 2023, that was it, and that was all. Like whether it was the job that came to her and said, "We can't have this. You don't have to say anything right now, but you're gonna have to separate." Because she did not say anything until the calls came out. But you may not have to say anything, but you just need to kind of stay away from this. Was it going to be your
Right.
husband, or whether it was Creel who said,
Well, because from an HR standpoint, that's very tricky,
Mhm.
right? And so you
Mhm.
can't really tell somebody like you can definitely say because of the type of work that they're in, this may not be good for your career. But technically, she should
It
not,
depends
and
on
she would
what
have
is
had a
in your clause. It depends on what's in your
right.
contract.
And that's what I was about to say. Like even if she has a moral clause, it's more so it's her. It's not necessarily. This is something that's kind of like out of her control. So there's kind of like loopholes in that situation. But needless to say, I'm glad she made the decision and whatever she made as far as that goes, or whatever was said to her. I'm glad she went with common sense and just get the hell up out of there. But again, you guys are encouraging and enabling this man's behavior. Nobody is saying to him anything like, wait a minute, you can't really call the shots from here. You know, you don't have to. I'm not saying belittle the man and beat him down. That's what I would do because he's a piece of crap. But again, that ain't your ministry, right? So, okay, you ain't got to do it that way. You ain't got to be like Miss Boogie down. But at the end of the day, there is accountability that has to be had from everybody for allowing him to be a child in a damn candy store knocking everything down, or a toy store knocking everything down, because nobody is saying, hey, stop. Hey, go sit over there. Hey, stop talking, or whatever. They are actually accommodating him and asking him for advice. She's asking him about an oil change. Aside from, well, where do you normally take it? Because I already, you know what I'm saying? Like you do your own research. You do your own research and to see what it is going to cost to do X, Y, Z. Because like I said, even with that little bit, it went from like 150 to like what? Where we was at? Like $500?
$500. I'm like, really?
Like, where are we going for this oil change? What type of oil is this? Because even I use the full synthetic, or you know what I mean?
I need to fill it up too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we ain't filling up nothing because she don't want to drive it and you ain't here to drive it. So I'm not filling it up for Dion to go wash cars and pressure wash and whatever the hell he was doing with it. He want to make it into a business. Trader. Right. You need to make it do what it do on your side then, and you need to fund your own projects, okay? Because I don't need you to bring me no damn flowers. First of all, me personally, I don't like flowers. They die. Secondly, that meal is going to come right through me or whatever have you. And you got a piece of that too. That's not you doing something for me. That's you doing something for us. You still benefit. So when she's paying that and you're hustling and making that money, he ain't giving Shirley no cut of that. We know this about you, Dion.
No,
he's
not.
Right.
He ain't giving her a damn thing. She know I'm trying to start my business up, so don't worry, Daddy.
And that's her problem.
That's your problem. That's your business. Shit. I mean, the thing is, they'll take money from people that go clock in on jobs, but they think they're too good to clock in on a job.
Right.
They'll clown somebody in a minute for having a 401k and benefits insurance.
Yep.
And being on the schedule. I'm just trying to hustle up some money.
Him and Lamont, they S on Dre. I don't care what nobody say. Him and Lamont, they defecate on Dre. But oh yeah, my books is gonna be fat. When he was talking to the silly girl, oh yeah, when he got off that call originally with Dre, my books are gonna be fat and stuff like that. Oh, so you all about respecting his hustle, that it takes him to make an earnest dollar, but you sitting up there playing on his top and talking crap about him behind his back, and people like him who go out and make an honest living. You know what I'm saying?
It's clowning Dre's house. He was clowning like the fact that Dre had
it's an old man house. Like,
it's
he got a house.
Right, old man house. Right, old man house.
It's his house. Unlike you sitting there with no bathroom door, and you talking about people in they one room shacks and but they got a bathroom door that closes. So even if they don't want to offend themselves, they could close that daggone bathroom door.
Right.
What you doing, Nesto? What you doing?
And Nesto was he was saying, yeah, he gonna put that house up. It's like, so you thought the house was worth enough for you to try to get him to put up his house as collateral for Nesto to get out, or even I'm sure he's mad that Dion didn't even offer to put up his house, because I think Dion's house is worth it's not even. I mean, it's probably from when I looked it up, it's a modest house. Let's put it that way. But
is it his or is it something he inherited? Because I thought he was living with the girlfriend. I thought it was somebody else's house.
No, it's his house. It's his house. It's his house.
It's
Yeah.
a modest house. I mean,
Okay,
but it's his though. You know what I mean? Like
gotcha.
so Nesto seemed like he was living in that truck or living in his car,
Hmm. A
washing up at the
hotel
truck.
or well,
Yeah,
RV,
wherever
wherever you can.
he could lay up
And
at.
that's another thing I wanted to point out, like that we don't discuss enough. He's very envious of the people in his circle, except for Sonia. And I think the reason why he's not envious of Sonia is because he knows Sonia's full of crap. Game recognizes game. But he's very envious of his son, of Dre, like all these people that's out here getting it, making it do what it do. He is a very envious person. He's very critical. He's very judgmental. And for a Negro that don't have S, it cracks me up. Just how he downplays anything that anybody has, even down to talking about Dre's house, but it's Dre's. Talking about Dion, doing what he do to pay his mortgage and pay his insurance on his cars, even though they break down every other day. It's still his. Even though he's got friends. I'm so glad I don't know you, Dion, because boy, I mean, it's not longevity being your friend. Not because you a bad person or said something negative. It's just people just ain't lasting around you. But that's another story for another day. But it's amazing to me. I'm like, he's a very envious person. Like he don't mean these people no good. He
Nope.
is envious. And it's like even with Shirley, like and I think we've all discovered that, but he actually envies this woman.
He
He
does.
envies this woman. He envies the life that she could have if she left his ass alone, which thank God she started to do. But
Yeah.
he envies this woman badly. Like I was just like he's the worst kind of individual to have in your life, because he means you no good. His energy, his spirit, nothing good is going to happen for you when you got somebody so close to home. And I'm gonna even take it to the next level when you are intimate and y'all are transferring spirits into each other. Man, listen, she's sleeping with the devil, or she was sleeping with the devil. All of
Right.
these people and all of that, him having to enter inside you to become one. Well, you just became one with the devil, because that man has a black heart. He really does. And he just means nobody good. Like I've never genuinely heard him give somebody a compliment that he wasn't looking for a favor or something from.
It's
Like,
always backhanded.
yes, it's transactional. It's always transactional. It's always transactional. But like I said, these calls, just them being replayed, it redirects my anger, because like I said, for no matter what, I'm never going to be on his team. I'm never going to feel sorry for him or whatever. But I do have empathy, because nobody was bold enough to tell you stop. Nobody was bold enough to tell you you can't do nothing from where you at. So this is what's going to happen. Like nobody's doing that. Everybody's asking him for an opinion. I wish a ninja would give me an opinion that's sitting up there behind bars, whether it's true or not. You are just physically not in a situation that if it doesn't go the way you're thinking it's going to go based on the advice you're giving me, I have no recourse, because I did it your way. And she don't want to figure out how to do it her way. And I don't understand that. You was alone for 20 years doing it. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you had your hiccups. We all do, but you were doing it. This man came in your life and she went from sugar to shit. Like, and then on top of that, you are depending on this low life individual to guide your next steps. What are we doing?
Yeah, and you get mad at your friends because they don't want to be around you. Like they don't want to be around your
Do you
energy. And
blame them?
I mean, no, I don't blame them at all.
No,
Like,
not you. Yeah, but I mean,
yeah, you
that was rhetorical. But yeah,
rhetorical. Sorry, but
no,
yeah, like
no.
she's getting mad because everybody's stepping away. And number one, you're not being honest with people. Like, yeah, instead of saying, yeah, he's locked up, or we're trying to figure it out. And if people are offering you support, yes, you may consider it nosy. You just got too much pride, and and
Mhm.
pride
Mhm.
and insecurity, having
Mhm.
pride and then being insecure are like they work against you. I mean, you got sometimes you got to drop that pride and reveal your insecurities in order to get to have it revealed like what the right direction is, because had she dropped her pride and shown her insecurity, and her insecurity was like showing people that she wasn't Miss Queen Bee, Miss, I have it all together, I'm this, I'm that. She would have probably stepped out of this situation quite sooner with a little more money in her pocket. I mean, she eventually smartened up, and maybe once she realized what was going on, but he was sucking the life out of her and didn't care. I think as time went
Right.
on, he got more and more desperate, and he was willing to burn at any and everybody in his team. So I mean, at first he was like, okay, I can still play around and have this person help this person. He was trying to play, trying to put the pieces on the map to see if everybody will line up, but they weren't doing that. They were like, okay, this. As time went on, he just seemed more and more desperate, and that's when he started really, really messing up while his journey in jail, like putting Cynthia
Mm-hmm.
in place as his, like, as the leader of the team that he was still
Coach.
trying. Yeah, coach
Mm-hmm.
was his biggest mistake, because she's also somebody who's like unlikable and is hard to deal with. At least with Shirley, had he treated her right while he was locked up, I mean, you're still treating her horribly while you're locked up. um, and then he's got her enabling him as well, and
Well, the
I mean,
problem is that Shirley's not a playmaker, Vic. See, this is the problem. He needed Erica
That's
because
right.
right,
Erica was
That's
gone.
right.
And
That's
right,
and
right.
and he needed Erica. Shirley is no Erica. Now we know Sonia is not either because she's an idiot. But if Sonia had some common sense, she could be
Mm-hmm.
the next Erica. That's
Right.
the thing. He couldn't use Shirley because Shirley is not a playmaker. Shirley is a sit back. She don't mind even funding the project, right? She's not a cheap person, but she don't want nothing to do with doing the event planning, putting
right,
it together, nothing. She wants to hire
And
the
he didn't
people.
want Shirley in the business. He didn't want
exactly.
Right.
Shirley to be able to connect the dots because he knows Shirley would have been done pieced out, doing all
Right.
this shady stuff, behind the scenes. He needed somebody
Right.
grimy, somebody without morals, somebody that can get in there and roll their sleeves up and do underhanded, backhanded bullshit for him. That's
And
not
so
Shirley.
right, and Sonia is that, but she's a fuck up. You know what
To
I mean?
Right.
you, to you, from you, but you got to
Right.
think from Nestor's
I
perspective
know.
and how he moved and the people that he put in place, with him.
Right. So I mean, just from what we know, like, I mean, I could have seen that from the get go. Like, if, yeah, you may have. I think he saw her at, KOD or wherever he saw her, wherever he saw her in operation at. So yeah, it seemed like she was running things to a certain extent, but you're not. He got played. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's all.
To you,
That's
he's been played, but to him, he don't feel that way. That's why I say you got to think about it from his perspective and not yours. We know what it is, but
yeah.
from him, no, he winning.
And I really do think that he thinks he was winning at this time because she was feeding his ego. He still needed that
Listen,
narcissistic
that's a
fuel.
flattery. That's a flattery. Very quick story, real talk, personal about myself. A person had looked me up. I haven't seen this individual. We went to high school together. This person has not seen me in my grown up life. I have not seen this person in his grown up life in over 30 years. We graduated high school in 1991 and we dated after up until maybe between sometime of 93 to 94, the latest. I really think it was like 92 to 93. But anyway, it's a flattery when somebody, and this is just coming from a normal person. I go out, work, mind my business, have a few drinks with friends here and there, whatever have you. But for the most part, I'm very much, I like me time. I like being to myself. I dedicated my entire life raising people, taking care of people. I'm enjoying my me time. However, I get a call or whatever have you, and it was just like, like, damn, like, but I found out when you own a home and stuff like that through this Freedom of Information Act, people can kind of like look you up, especially if you own things. So be very careful, folks, and make sure you get your name and stuff off of these lists, because they not only can look you up, it provides, like information that it really shouldn't be providing. But needless to say, harmless or whatever have you, this person looks me up or whatever. And I remember calling some friends that we went to school with that I'm still in contact with, some girlfriends, asking them if they remembered him or whatever. And I remember just for that moment, I had those quote unquote butterflies and everything. It was a flattery to me that you went through all of this length. I don't even live in the same state we grew up in anymore and haven't for several years. So I say that to say, with her, you just allowed, unfortunately, that little butterfly feeling to go on way too long. You stopped using your common sense, because after I got over the, oh my God, this is sweet, whatever, I started asking questions the very next conversation. Yo, how did you get my information? How do you know where I live? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ask questions. Nobody asked this dude questions. Shirley never asked this man questions. She's finding out a lot of information because his hands is tied and because he wants certain
Yes.
things. That's how
Right.
she's being revealed the information. But you
Right.
were married to him at this point for 7 years. 7 years,
Right.
7.5 years, and you didn't know anything. That's crazy to me. It's one
Right.
thing to let the man handle everything or whatever have you, and you that type of woman, because I've been that, but I still knew what was going on. When something
Right.
was opened up in my name, within a month or two, I was like, hey, what's this? I knew what was going on. And that's what's very disturbing about this situation with her, that it took him being locked up
Mm-hmm.
and being incarcerated for 3 months. And on top of that, you were already married to him for 7.5 years. Hell, it took you 2, 3 days to even realize he was in jail. Like,
Right.
there's a lot of, these are bright red flags. These ain't even just regular red flashing lights. These are neon bright flashing lights. It was a lot of signs there that she just did not do anything with. And
She didn't do any homework.
yeah, she didn't do the work, she didn't do the research, and then she just got really, really complacent. And we've all been depressed, and maybe she went through depression moment or whatever have you. And when you've had that moment of sadness and stuff, like, you don't want to do anything. But that's when you have to get up and do it. Because now, especially with her, your livelihood, these people could be coming after you. You don't know who he screwed over and what they're working with mentally. You don't know who might be looking for you because they can't get to him. And she just did no research. And it's scary and it's sad.
Yeah. It's the unknown with him for me. It's too
Yes,
many unknowns.
It's
yes,
It's just too much unknowns. Like, you don't the business is not in his name.
right.
He's just riding around saying he's doing all this stuff, and it's not the math not mathing.
Yep,
Just with me on the outside looking in, the math is not mathing. And we
right.
and
think
the
that everyone has good intentions. Some people will go the extra mile to use you, yeah, or bring you down. That is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and especially, this man, he goes after women of status, and women who are they're cultured, they're experienced, but they're also, like, a lot of career driven women. They tend to be single, and that,
Mhm.
especially black women. I mean, let me say, not let me not just say black women, but I think I notice us
You said it
because
right when you said career women. Career women. It could be any
yeah,
race, but career driven women and of a refined age, right?
yes,
Like,
and cultured,
mhm,
well spoken, and experienced, and they're older. So he goes after a certain type because he's learned, okay, a lot of these women have put their career first and they're single. And
mhm,
they, because black, most of us want to date black men, or we
yeah,
want to be with black men. So a lot of black men don't. Let's just put it out there. A lot of black men, they don't like the competition of being with a woman who is doing better than them, who's not equally yoked as them, or they're more yoked than them. So he goes after these women who just might be there might be a slight desperation in them. They might just be lonely, and they were willing to accept if he shows a little bit of promise, or he love bombs and he moves so fast. I can see with Shirley. She's like I've said this before. She's someone who takes her time, and she has to think things out. She's careful with her words, and she thinks things through probably too much,
Yeah.
and he doesn't give her time to think about things. So he just cuts her off and moves on to the next thing. And it I can see that fast pace. Look at the proposal. He proposed to her, within a short period of time. I don't remember the time frame, but it was.
Somebody said 4 months, but
Somebody said 4 months. I know it was like
yeah,
within 4 and
somebody in the chat, I forgot who it was. They said that it was
Mhm.
about that time. But again, if you
Yeah.
going with going along with the flow and not speaking up like Miss Biggie downstairs, that's what you end up with.
No, and I'm with y'all. I'm just kind of I'm like piecing and parsing it out in my head, because it just, I'm like, you you were doing fine alone. I
Mhm.
mean, he bombed her on the radio, where it was like, well, wait a minute, motherfucker, you cannot give me a chance to say no. Like, hang on a second, you doing this on live radio with
Mhm.
the,
She
and
didn't
she,
even see the opportunity he was creating for himself. She really thought it was all about her. And we talked about her ego needing to be stroked. So
mhm,
she took that where that was all about her, from my standpoint, and I'll never forget when it was happening. I don't know where we were going, but I remember at the time it was me, my ex-husband, and we had one of the boys in the car. I think my oldest was in college. But needless to say, I remember that morning that it happened or whatever have you, and it was definitely a school day, but something was going on. And I remember saying, like, just to myself, I didn't want to say nothing to insult my husband or anything like that, because he was like, oh, that's what's up. Like, he likes her. He was like, oh, that's what's up for Shirley or whatever. But in my mind, I was like, damn, she was kind of ambushed. Like, why are you coming on my job with that? Like, I've even like told boyfriends, and if you will, and now, at the time, my ex-husband, like, don't send me flowers and stuff like that at the job. Like, I don't need people in my business. Send that stuff to my house. Like, I don't want people just sitting up there, because now people in your business, now something happened with you and this person, now they want to know, well, what happened, and this and this and that. So you got to watch the tone that you set. Him coming on that job, that did wonders for me. I was just like, like, she ain't recognize his voice on the damn phone, but then he's sitting up there, and and then because they're on the radio, like, Steve Harvey had it where you could see it online. And when I looked, I was like, that dude is just, he looked like he's up to no good. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I was just like, he looked like one of them people that's sitting up here trying to create an opportunity because of who
yeah.
his now soon the wife is going to be, who his lady is. I was like, he just is something about him. And then I never followed up with them or anything like that. Like I said, I listened to her on the Strawberry Letter. I listened to her on the ride into work, but I didn't really keep up with it. And then now here we are, years later, and look at this. Like, this is gross.
No, I mean, I get, like, I'm blaming the family and the friends for not telling him the truth about things. I mean, it seems like there's sometimes, they try, like you said earlier, they try to give him, like, chastise him and let him know that you in there because of you, like, the stuff that you tell him
Mhm.
about, the stuff that he's causing out there, but then they back off. Keep him culpable of the things that he's doing. And now he's been able to pivot and pivot and create an enemy, which is us. Like, listening
Right.
to this and dissecting it,
Yep.
we're not the enemy. I mean, and if anything, we're like, we're the social media jury. But the real jury is going to, they're going to voir dire, and they're going to really look and see who has and hasn't heard of this.
Mhm.
Get
So
your people. Get your people, Vicky, out of chat.
there was,
For
yeah,
sure.
I saw them. Wasn't at her birthday, Dallas Store Balloons. I mean, he made sure he had her daughter there. He had,
Yeah,
it
it was
was,
all for show.
I
All
mean,
for
he
show.
It just that something
A
like
boy
that.
who wasn't even living with her and therefore not even living with you guys, right? Like this is bull crap. And like Lady T Bug had said a while ago, like nobody asked, like where was this man living when he got with you, Shirley? Where
Right.
was
I
he
want to
living?
know.
Where was he living at?
On the bus. On the
Right.
bus.
And why was that not being questioned? Because unless you some type of traveling salesman and stuff like that, why don't you have a residency? I don't care if it was just a studio apartment. I find it weird that you were living on an RV if that was the case. Like, what's going on with that? Like, why don't you have a physical property address? Like, what's going on? Because see, to me, that would say that every relationship you was in, you was living with somebody on their stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You would
On
Yeah.
never
on
have your own stuff. Like I said, I don't care if it was a studio apartment or
Right.
what have you. It's something and it's your own. Just like the people he talk about with the one bedroom shack or the studio or whatever have you, but it's theirs and they got bathroom doors that close, okay? It's
I
still theirs.
well, he had a home. It was at in the Walmart parking lot. It just was it was another mobile home. You know,
Oh,
because how
okay.
many
You got
how
ten
many
good players real.
Well, then,
girl?
wait, Lady T Book, I'm claiming all these because I be in there all the time. So I'm claiming that parking lot too.
Oh, you see what Cynthia told him, and when you get out, you can't park them RVs everywhere now. Yeah, he
They I
what?
you
What?
can't park at Walmart now, mom. Like,
What?
bitch,
Oh,
shut shut up. Like, I mean, some she I don't even want to like make it about her, but she'll
Too
like
mysterious. He's just too mysterious. Like the not talking about his family, not really talking about his past.
all
Childhood, no type of experiences. He's just too mysterious for me.
he
Mm-hmm.
lets he lets
Hey,
little things
Ricardo.
he lets little things out. He like when when he's talked about his mom and his daddy, like I think what
No,
his
I'm
mom.
talking about as a dating. I mean,
Oh, I mean
and
that
that's
part
not enough. And that's not enough for me.
that counts too. Like this when he
I
talk
love
what
Lady T Book. And
No,
that's
like
not
you.
enough.
oh what's fun,
My daddy used to go out hang. I don't give a damn about who your daddy used to hang out. I'm talking about
but
you and your relationships. Like what how did you
but
grow up? What's the values? Like
but
Right.
what was the
Even with this,
dynamics?
my
right,
point
even
is that like that can have a bearing on why he acts the way he acts too. Like, cause him having to go with his mama to go chase down his daddy, both his parents both cheating on each other. He was probably taught not to value men and women. Him not talking to his family, I mean, period. He has to make up uncles for his children, and then his kids don't. His grandkids got to wonder whose voice is that when they don't really know him. When he just took his granddaughter to prom in a fancy car,
that is
like
true, Steve. That's
it.
true. Because I thought about that with that call with Dre when he was like, "You spoke to your uncle," and then he was just like, "Well, he's supposed to call you." And I was like, "Wait a minute!" I thought he was talking about a real uncle because I know he allegedly has
Hmm.
sisters. So I thought he was talking about one of the sisters' husbands or something. But it's like you absolutely correct, Vicky. Like, where's the conversation about his family? Where are
Right.
they?
Yeah,
Where
and I'm
are
not
they?
even talking about
Where
from a
are they?
psychological. I'm just talking about as getting to know somebody that I'm going to share a space with, and I
Right,
don't know how many grandkids you have.
Right.
right.
You talking that way
Because
about
she
your
doesn't care.
children. You
Let's not
talking
forget
that
that
way
she doesn't care. See,
about your
and I caught
children
that.
is will piss me off as well because I don't talk that way about my daughter. So that will piss me off.
Right. And she don't care because it's got to be about Shirley. See, that's where he hit gold. You got a vain
Mhm.
enough person that it's not about her. Because that's me. If I'm dating somebody and they have kids, like I said, I have a rule. I don't want nobody with, they got to at least be in high
Yeah.
school because mine is
Mhm.
grown. And so
Mhm.
it's like, but even with that, I always throw that in the conversation. Oh, how's your son doing? How's your daughter doing? Or whatever have you. Like her maternal instincts don't kick in at all. She doesn't ask about these people because she doesn't care because it's not about Shirley. And that's the messed up part. You put yourself in a situation where you really don't know this man and it's all your own fault because you don't care to know him because knowing about him and asking about him takes the attention in her mind, as far as I'm concerned, people like her, it takes the attention away from them. So she don't want to know about them kids. She ain't care about no damn grandkids, because it's not that's not about her. The only that she did talk about her own grandkids, but that's because that's her daughter's kids. She didn't care. Shirley didn't care. Like, we give her a lot of slack on a lot of things, but we don't
Oh,
harp
not me. You
enough
know, they be eating me
on her.
up. They
Right. I
think
was
for
about to
me.
say, other than you, and I literally was about to say that, other than you, we don't continuously, and big sis, I said what I said, we don't harp enough on how vain she is. How vain she is. Because you don't hear her asking about like, why are you wondering now,
Yeah.
7 years, 8 years later, how many damn grandkids this man got? How many kids? Like, that sounds crazy to me. I was like, what? Wow. Okay, I get it. Y'all got married, but damn, that should have been known at least within the first year of your marriage.
Hey, hon, how many grandkids do you have? I mean, let me do her voice. How many grandkids
She
do you
said, "Oh
have?
yes, I do, Miss Boogie Down." Yeah, because even when she sounded weird, and I mean, I guess it was awkward for her just to even say, "Well, it's." They didn't even know that you were her dad or whatever. However she worded it, and it's like, well, why would you even say that? That's their granddad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That I
Oh
mean,
no,
but
that's
that
what I'm saying. I said what I said. I said you and what you call it, Lady T Bug, and I said we don't harp on
Yeah,
that
it's a
enough.
little delay.
I
It's
think
it's like a 30-second delay
Gotcha.
from what that's what she probably was
Gotcha.
trying to weigh in before that. She got you.
I think Miss Boogie Down and I we're both Libras, and sometimes being a
Yeah,
Libra will we can go hard in the paint, like, and then
yeah.
that
We
scale
are
will
we judgmental. I own mine, Vicky. I don't know if you there yet, but I
yes,
own it. I'm very opinionated.
I
I'm
I
very am
am,
judgmental
but then I
because
feel
I hold
bad all of a
myself to
sudden.
those same standards.
Not me,
I hold
Cause
myself to
but I'm
those
not a
same.
Libra. But yeah, I know because it
Look,
usually is a
you
reason.
38
It's
hot. You a fire sign. You better stop playing
yeah.
with my top.
and
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I said I don't know how girl, I
and,
cannot
and like
understand how she's able to tame herself the way she is, because I would have been blew up.
and like we're air signs, so it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
It just kind of like the way the wind blows, because I can't be judgmental, but then it's like, wait a minute, am I
And then we can
perfect?
be very compassionate. Yeah.
Yeah, overly
Hmm.
compassionate sometimes, and I think that's
Hmm.
I try not to, because I don't want to, and that's that Libras are very, I used to think Libra were the best sign in the zodiac, because I was kind of vain, but I think sometimes we're the worst, because it's like we will we'll
It's
back
them
off
unbalanced scales of ours.
yeah,
It works
it
in our
is.
favor and it works against us.
Yeah,
It's them
but it's
damn
fun
scales.
because with her, I do. There's a lot of things I really want to say where it's like, damn, like she ain't. I mean, because I do want to.
And that's why I
So
just can't say she a victim, because it's like you didn't. He's not really lying. He's not really
He's not.
hiding or sneaking around. Like
He's not.
he's really not to me. So that's why I struggle with that part. As y'all
Hmm.
know. Now
yeah, she's.
I'm not even
Hmm.
struggling. That's a lie. But that's why I feel the way I feel, because it's like he's not lying about his whereabouts. He obviously don't have any
He
Yeah,
demands
because
on
he don't
coming
have to be
home.
right.
He
accountable.
can run free.
Do whatever the
He
hell he
can.
wants
He can he can dip his wick wherever he wants to,
anywhere.
and she doesn't question it. She's like, well, you forgot about me. To me, that's like, well, because I would have been cussing him out like, oh, it's sad that I got to wait till you get to jail just to have 30-minute conversations with you. Oh, isn't that something? Well, your attorney will come see you whenever I pay him, and whenever I feel like paying him is when I feel like paying him. That's the time. That was the best time and place to really get out all those feelings, because she was trying to get it out in June when she was telling him, you're not gonna tell me all this, and I can just imagine some of their. I don't see that being their first argument with each other. I do think that she has. It seems like she has confronted him about not being home, but she backed off. I don't listen. I understand mental manipulation. I understand like
He's not,
the
but he's not. He's not. I don't feel like he's
He's
manipulating. It's
not
just like he's
manipulating
just
her
being
because she
able to
doesn't
just.
require.
I,
Right, that's right.
well, what how I'm trying to lay it out is that she she's allowing herself to be manipulated. Let's put it that way. She's allowing herself to be manipulated, and he is lying to a certain extent. He's lying to a certain extent to her about a lot of these things. He's not telling her that this is where your paycheck is going. He's not being upfront with her. She
Cause
may or
she
may
not
not.
asking where her damn
I
paycheck is
understand
going.
that, but she may or may not want to know. But as a man, you should be telling you should do. This is my opinion, and I understand other people have different opinions from this.
Yeah,
As a
absolutely.
as a couple, if I'm contributing half, we're doing or whatever. If our money's going in together in the household, and I'm allowing you to handle the bills whether I like it or not, like I need to at least know. You should, responsibility wise, you should be able to relay that information once a month and say, let's talk about the bills and what's going in and out, because that is the smart thing to do. But we know he's not like that, and with her, she
He's not
doesn't.
like that either.
She's
Right. That's not, yeah.
Somebody got
I
to
get
take
what
the
you
reins. I mean, somebody has to be the smart person, but if I don't, I think it's
I get what you're
manipulation.
saying, Vicky, but I just don't think that's the dynamics of their relationship, which is
No, I know, and I'm just,
frustrating. It's frustrating. I get
but
it.
and I hear this. I do see manipulation in this relationship because she backs off quite quickly. Like she doesn't have to hear, she doesn't get a voice a lot of times. Like when she starts asking questions about, okay, well, even just the little shit like you forgot about me, and he's like, well, we just gonna move on from that. But he did the same thing with Sonya too. Like when Sonya told him, I'm still mad. I didn't apologize. So we over that by now. You can see this is the way the man is, and I can see how.
He did it
Oh,
to Dre. He did it
yeah, you're
to
right. You're
Dion.
right.
He did it to Dion too. The man, it doesn't feel like he has to apologize. There is no humility in this man. This is the problem. That's why I said I always felt like he was fasting because he really thought he could sit up there and make a deal with God. Like, if you do this for me, I promise you I'm going to do this. Like, he is so far gone that he really, like, I don't know what you fasting for, bro, because your destiny has been written, and whatever God deems to be fit for you has already been written. But for him, and the type of person that he is, just looking at the people that you need these people. It's not even a desire whether or not you like them, love them. That's off the table. You need these people, and even in that, when they are coming at you, when you listen to that call with Dre, when you listen to that call with Sonya, when you listen to that call with Dion, the one thing all three of them had in common, they was all hurt by what he said about them, and
They
his
should be. They
response,
should be. They should be because
and,
y'all out
and they
here
should have been. Yeah, he was
doing all
insulting
this
them.
stuff and
Absolutely.
and he's showing y'all exactly who he is. You should have been
He
hurt.
showed you who he was, and you did not believe him. Absolutely. But even in that, being called on it, I remember when he hung up the phone with Sonya, and he was trying to get Sonya to call Dre because you seen that money train was going, and that was your last saving grace. And yeah, just call him and just keep ringing the phone until he answer it.
Well,
And this
call
and
him
that.
now. Yeah, call
That's
him
it.
now.
Yeah.
He waiting on your
And
call. He waiting on your call.
he
Yeah,
waiting on your
go
call.
ahead.
That man wasn't waiting on no call from Sonya. He
He
wasn't
didn't want to
waiting
hear
on a
from
call from Sonya.
he didn't want to hear from
Right.
Sonya. Dre told him, tell your friend I'm far from an idiot. Tell your girl I'm far from an
Right.
idiot. So
Right.
you
Yeah.
gonna put her in the lion's den
Remember the
and
beginning of the call, Vic? He was like, the people's want to speak to you. He was like, about what? No, I text them to tell you I need to speak to you. Like from the beginning, he already let you know. But even having said that, you didn't even hang up with the person that's supposed to be your best friend and say, you know what, man, I was 38 hot, but at the end of the day, if I hurt you, I am deeply sorry. You know why?
Mm-mm.
Because
Can
he's
I say
not.
something, ladies?
Yeah,
One second,
please.
1 second. But what he said was, I know what happened that day. That was the day I got that news. I was like, this man crazy. Go
Yeah.
glorious. Go
Hey,
ahead.
I just
Gloria.
want, hey, y'all, and you forgot about me. You forgot
hey
about me,
glorious.
Boogie Down. Hey, Vicky, you forgot about me. With that.
I
not giving
did,
no
because you
grace
come
to.
in like a thief in the night and you gone. I forgot. I forgot.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But because every time that topic come up, I'm calling up every time because I give her
Yeah.
absolutely no grace because
Yeah,
I think
Shan
it may
doesn't either. Yeah, I left
none,
out a few
none,
players. I left out a few of
none.
my 10 good players.
None. I don't like the excuses that people give. They give
I
trying to
forgot
excuse.
Glorious too.
Thank you. Trying to excuse her behavior away. I don't like that because there's no excuse for it. I believe in accountability. I believe that that she is who she is. Point blank, she is who she is. And that's not to say she's a bad person or anything like that. But my number one thing is superficial to me is her name. Superficial and all about appearances is her name, and that's just my opinion, and she would be willing to excuse just about anything in order just so it doesn't make her look bad. So that's it. That's my thing about her. So I never give no excuses for the way she's acting and the way she placates with him and ignore, and also I agree with you that all of those things that he was doing, she, she knew it. She knew it. I mean, she knew it. She didn't know
And then,
exactly who he was crooking, but she knew.
right.
Let me tell you something. She knew her negroid was not home at night. Okay, and if he ain't home at night, he's slinging. Okay, let's just he's slinging it up
Oh
and
my
down the
Lord.
streets. Okay, point blank. Point blank, you can excuse it away all you want to, but that's what he's doing if he ain't at home at night, and you were completely okay with that. Because if you weren't okay with that, you would not be still married to him. You would have been saying, "Look, nigga, I mean Negro, look, Negro." No, it's a no from now on. Okay, it would be no hi, honey, sweetie. That's what made me just kind of lose respect. I'm sorry, sweetie, hi, honey, and sweetie, and your nigga is all in the streets for real. No
Because I'm
respect,
gonna
no
throw
respect.
something out there that I've never said too, and this is something that's run across my mind several times. He was a lick for her too. The appearance of
Thank you.
what she thought he could bring,
Thank you.
Shirley was using that ninja too.
Two.
Yeah,
Yep.
she
She was
was.
using that ninja too, and we
Oh,
don't talk
She
enough
had
about
pretty
that.
boy privilege. She had pretty
Yep,
boy privilege with
He
him.
yep,
did. He
Let's just
did.
be
yep.
real. Even though he ain't pretty, but
But
I'm gonna
for
tell you,
He
her,
was.
Nesto operated in that. He operated in. I'm a street girl, so he operated in
right.
that pretty boy privilege
Yeah.
kind of thing.
And he
Nobody
cleaned
wanted
up
to
nice.
correct
I can
him.
give credit to even somebody I don't like. He cleans
Yeah,
up nice.
yeah, he
He
cleans up
does.
nice.
Yeah, they were a nice looking, handsome couple. Like they took very nice pictures. I can give props where they are due.
Mhm, mhm. And he
She
operated in that.
but yeah, and even if it wasn't just about his finances, the way he made her feel about herself, and she bagged somebody
Yep,
10, 11 years younger than her, Shirley
yep,
was stunting on these streets with
yes.
that bum. She was stunting with that
With
bum.
her Fendi bags and stuff. Yes, she
There you
was.
go. There you go.
But
Okay?
she had
There
some
you
bad
go.
Fendi, okay? I like Fendi too. But she had
and
some
and
bad Fendi
um
bags.
and get
Yeah.
her
Okay?
ring on and get her ring on, you know?
Yeah. And a
Yeah.
$20,000, whatever ring. Don't do
It
that.
was that
Don't.
for me when she said Ty called her, give her the heads up, and she on his phone trying to tell him, and I would have been pissed that
Yeah.
you even bought me a ring with somebody else's money. It wouldn't even have
Yes.
been about nothing else after that. But
Yeah.
But that's why she was like, so so defensive about him. It's like she didn't want to lose that man. She didn't want anybody else. She did not want to break character and show people that there were cracks in the marriage. And that's the problem. It's like there have been
they
cracks in the marriage
already
for.
knew, child. Them
I
people
mean,
knew.
everybody knew
Your
he was
man ain't coming home at night
They
every
probably
night
was
unless he
seeing him
working.
with women, you know?
He's slinging.
right. He was all. I mean,
Go
anytime.
ahead.
I was about to say Mixtress Monica. Sorry, Mixtress Monica, if you hear Mississippi Monica. uh, had to tell him, oh, he ain't in jail. He riding up and down
That's
Buckhead.
straight. Thank you.
I mean, so everybody knew about him. I mean, she had been getting messages about him. It's like he, she was enamored by this man. Like this was her. This like that Liza Minnelli marriage with David Guest, Liza Minnelli. Like she got her a
And that's
man
why
that.
and that's why I said she wasn't sleeping with him. I mean, and it's my opinion. All this is my opinion. That's why I said that she wasn't. It wasn't about the physical thing. She wasn't sleeping with him because even in the back of your mind, you know your man. I think every woman that knows their man is staying out like that. They slinging pee pee up and down the street. So
Community team.
thank you. I think they know that, and so I know if she was sleeping with her pH balance was way off. Okay,
Oh yeah,
for real way off because she
she
wasn't sleeping
wasn't.
with him.
No, I don't see her being sexual at all.
Not the
Like,
pH
It ain't
balance.
the pH, honey. Her pH was P and H, and it had to be. Because
yeah,
the way he was doing things going like that, ain't no. My old folks used to say, "Your man, if your man out there like that, ain't nothing. Ain't nothing open
Yeah.
but
except you
legs.
letting the legs. That's
Something's
it.
open. Something's
Yeah,
open.
that's it. And you ain't coming home ever. You ain't coming
Something's
home ever.
open. Forever, ever, forever,
And she
ever.
and she confirmed in this call, you forgot about me. What does that? I mean, you forgot about me. What does that tell you? You ain't never home. You don't call me. You don't talk to me. I had to like wait a few days to not hear from you, and
A
she wasn't
few
even.
days. A few days.
She wasn't trying to call anybody to see where he was at. Like, I
And the
mean,
mere fact, Vic, the mere fact that he had gotten locked up 2 to 3 previous times already. So you should have known it was a possibility, but she did not care
Uh,
until she cared. Because what did Sonia say when she went on the Instagram during the time he had first got locked up, and she didn't know Shirley was on at somebody's party or something. And she's on there on Instagram posting pictures. Meanwhile, this dummy is locked up and she don't hear from him
yeah.
for like 2, 3 days. Like she
It,
didn't care.
and
she
so
heard.
but then you have the people saying, which get me mad. I'm a jump down. The people have me mad saying, well, the people of her generation, they just put up with that and they just don't say anything. I'd be daggone if that is indeed the case, to insult every person of her generation. It's not about people of her generation. It's about someone who's willing to live a superficial life for appearances because no. And that's it, because you have no marriage, you have a facade, and you're willing to put up with that facade in order
Yeah,
to save face. That's nothing.
yeah,
That's nothing to do with your generation. How insulting that is for our black women of that age, and all that. How insulting that is.
yeah,
That insult that gets me. I get indignant when when I see in the chat or see everywhere else that, oh well, she's just that generation. She has to be. We have to make excuses for her, and we have to have we have to excuse her behavior because she didn't know any better. So we stupid is what we're saying. We stupid. People in my generation are stupid. No, we're not. I'm younger than her, but still, she's not that much older than me.
I agree
So
with you.
we're not stupid. And how dare you insult us like that? I see. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm from the city too. I see. Like her, I like her. And I ain't gonna say I don't like her, but I see her for what she is. They're a dime a dozen. I see her for what she is. She's about pretenses.
yeah. That is
Let's
true.
just be real. Let's just be real
But that's why I said
about
he was a lick
appearances.
for her. It just, for me, it wasn't a financial lick. It was
Mm,
everything else. How he
Yeah.
made her feel. He was eye candy. He's younger than her. He
mhm.
appeared to be a successful businessman. Look what
Yeah,
I got at
Yeah, and he
60.
seemed to be popular too, like far as this
Uh-huh,
reputation, you know what I mean? A
uh-huh.
yeah.
lot of people knew him,
Well, he was a
locally.
pretty boy. I mean, we don't think he's attractive now, but I can see where people. This has been all his life. Even his sons and stuff, like his son talks that up. Oh, when you dress up or when you put this on, you the flyest man. He's a pretty boy.
Just don't
Mhm.
talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just don't open your mouth, and you all right. mouth
right.
Just
mouth with
waving
F.
y'all. Blink, Glorious. Just wave nod and blink.
I
Yeah,
think. Well, I mean, he was. It seemed like he was scamming like low level. He was doing like a lick here, a lick there. But when whatever happened with that barbershop and this little security company, he wasn't able to get these licks like he used to. I mean,
Right.
then he started hitting bigger and bigger licks, and like Gail seems like she's connected, and Melody, she just seems like she's stupid, but she has a little more
and
initiative.
Ebony Steele. He's had some. He's had
He's
some
had
now.
he's had some. And he started getting. more and more reckless, and that generally is how it happens. They just start they you don't put your money away. I mean, I watch scammers all the time. You don't put your money away. You don't save it up for a rainy day, like all your scam money. But she was willing. She was willing to cover it up for him. I think she still is willing to cut.
He
Well,
ain't
now
have
she.
nothing to do because he didn't have it. It probably if he had some legitimate income of his own, Vicky coming in, it may kind of would have balanced out for him. But since
But
he
he had
had
nothing.
nothing coming in,
Yeah,
that's what
nothing in his name.
yeah.
That's
What
he.
worked in his favor too was because when Lady T Bug, I think was saying like the businesses was closing between 2017 and 2019. That pandemic played a lot. It played a lot in a benefit for him
He
with
wasn't working before that though. His business is I'm telling you, he
right,
wasn't
but
doing
because
nothing
she
before
wasn't
then.
right, but because she wasn't really questioning anything, he could blame everything on the pandemic, right? Because the type of business that he was in, like at my day job or whatever, a young man, he has his own like security business and stuff like that, and I know they took a big hit during the pandemic. So what I'm saying is, look at the barbershop went under. Then he had this allegedly the security business. The businesses that he had were the businesses most that were being affected by the pandemic. So any lying negotiations that he was claiming where he was about to get this and do that, he was able to keep delaying with the excuses is what I'm saying because
I
of
was
where
still
he
getting my
was.
hair done during the pandemic, so I don't know what he had going on. I'm sorry,
Right.
I don't know what he had going on and he had a mobile, so he could have been
He got
cleaning
rid of the
that
mobile
and
though.
still making money.
He could have
Yeah,
been
he could have
renting.
been. He could
He
be
could have
doing
been
house visits.
licensing out. Oh yeah, absolutely. There
Yeah.
was. I mean, there were so many like during at the beginning of the pandemic. It was so
Hmm.
crazy. It's like people were looking for
Yeah,
that type of business. They were absolutely hunting for these
Hmm.
types of businesses. So he could have, if he still had that truck, which I doubt he had. That truck was that big old rig with the mobile barbershop in it with the 4 stations. That had been long
he
gone,
still had it.
So
huh?
I got a question for
Still
y'all.
had it.
Are
Say
you? I'm sorry, I got a question for y'all. Are
Oh,
y'all
he
willing
still
to
had it.
say?
He traded it in. He still had it.
Oh, are y'all willing to say? Are y'all willing to say? Because I'm about here yet. I'm about there yet. I mean, but are y'all willing to say? I know this gonna be hard.
It
That
can't be nothing I haven't said. I don't got
well, I mean,
story
it
on
might be
stuff.
a little bit far. It might be a little bit further than what you go. But but I'm just curious. Are y'all? And this is based on some of things that Nesto has said and Ponytail has said. Are y'all willing to say that this was some kind of agreement that SS agreed to in this marriage? Some kind of agreement that she agreed to. You know, no, I just need you to be here to be my picture boy. You can do
I,
whatever you want to do.
I keep going back to the proposal. I've heard when on other like in the chats and stuff like that, people have popped that up. The only reason why I'm saying that I don't know. I could believe it if it comes to fruition, and I could also, if it's not true, I could believe that version too. Is because of the extreme he went through to propose, like involving her job and getting. I just felt like he was setting up his opportunity.
Okay,
So
but do you think it turned into? Could it have turned into that? Where?
Yeah.
now that I will agree with.
Yeah. Okay.
When she started to see certain behaviors or whatever have you very early on, and if she questioned it or said something to him like, "Hey, what's going on?" I could see him being like, "Well, look, this is what
This is what
who
this
I
is.
and if you don't want to be here or whatever." I
Yeah.
can see playing with her on that because
Uh-huh.
now he's already got in. He already got in. But as
Right.
far as in the beginning, I don't think that was the arrangement in the beginning.
Okay.
I stand 10 toes strong on that. But I definitely think somewhere along the line, when and if she started to question him, I could see then it turning into, well, this is what it is. This is who I am, what you want to do. And she was just choosing to keep her eyes very solidly closed.
Well, then she should be faulted in some of this stuff. Then Don't
I
y'all
would
get quiet
say
So
now.
I will to
okay,
answer the
I didn't.
question. Go ahead and answer, Vicky, because I want to answer the question too, because
I
we didn't answer.
yeah, I want to
remember
answer.
that. Y'all go ahead.
I want to answer the question. I don't think initially it was, but then I think he did tell her I'm gone quite a bit, and she kind of knew that he was gone. He was gone all the time, and he used the premise of the business as being gone. But he probably was he probably never stopped sleeping with other women. He was probably dicking down 15 other women while he was engaged to her, because he's not attracted to her.
Yeah.
Um, so
In
I
my opinion,
think
she knew, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, I think it was some sort of there had to be some sort of talk like, okay, I'm gone quite a bit. You're not going, we're not going to bother me. Or he probably
Mm-hmm.
told,
Mm-hmm.
gave her like, okay, I'm going to be gone all the time. Are you going to be okay with that? And she like bargained with herself and went ahead and then accepted it. Now, me being gone all the time, that does not necessarily mean I know that you're cheating, but she's stupid and she's willing to bargain with herself and accept this without question. So when she starts questioning it, like this is not, she's probably looking at other husbands and wives, and she's recognizing other shit, like the things that her last marriage, what happened in her last marriage, pardon me. um she's recognizing behavior. So that's probably where some of the arguments came from. Because again, I don't believe that what we heard is like first and second
I think you're giving
arguments.
her an excuse, Vicky. I mean, it's my opinion, but okay.
I
I,
know, but this is again this
I
I
know.
try not to go too hard, but I
Mhm.
okay, for real. I think for
No,
trying.
for fake, Vicky, for fake.
I'm
Cause she done went 20 years back to
Yep.
I,
whatever,
Yep.
and I was 20 years ago when
I
she was
don't want
married,
to,
and I'm like,
because
girl,
here's the thing.
girl,
I don't want to be mean,
don't
but
be
That's not
mean,
mean. It's
Vicky.
just being real.
Right.
she knew what kind of man. I mean, I think she knew that he was a flirtatious man. He was out
Okay.
there, and
Okay, Vicky. Okay.
I think she bargained with herself. I think she really did like she was willing to accept it for the appearance of having a marriage,
Yeah.
and she didn't question a lot because she had already bargained with herself. Because like I think she felt this was her last opportunity. These hoes jealous of me, and he affirmed that, and that's all. That's it, and that's
Vicky's so
all.
nice. She's so nice.
Mm,
Go ahead. I'm sorry,
No,
Lady
I'm
TP.
sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'm
you
sorry.
ready? For me, I'm not married, and I have not been married. But for y'all married people, I just don't understand a man that got so many women around him. That part right there is
hmm
why do
hmm
you have so much business with women? Why are all these women always around? What is going on with these women? And obviously, she had a problem with that because he said that she ran all the women off. So
hmm
she was saying something about all these women that he was
That's what I
always
was trying to say.
surrounding
Yeah.
himself about and around. However, I do think probably maybe in the beginning it happened so fast, so she wasn't able to see the red signs, which should
hmm
have been a red flag for her. But it's too many women, and he had too much freedom. And I don't know about these men that don't have a sales job, an
Uh-huh.
insurance job, a job that causes them to travel to have
Oh,
this much freedom.
day and
I,
night. Yep.
and without, I mean, to the point that he's gone for 3 days and you're
hmm
not looking for him in the morgue, the hospital, or jail. You're not calling around asking about him. It's just, oh, I wasn't answering my phone because I didn't know who it was. That's weird to me. That's weird to me.
That's very weird to me. I mean, I don't tolerate that kind of stuff. Because then in the past, I've just gone and cheated myself. Like, you want to play
Yeah.
games with me? I'll just go
Then that's
bye.
yeah, that's what that is. But see, let me just I tell you from a former I'm former married several times, but former the indicator for me is with my mother. My mother taught me of that generation. My mother's more of her generation than I am. But listen, there is no excuse. There's no excuse for a man not to be coming home at night. Okay,
He loaning out cars to women from out of my damn driveway, and I don't know
Right.
that they're loaned out. And as far as a proposal, when it comes to men like Nesto, that is just was him trying to secure his next scam. If it probably
Right.
was somebody else, proposing to someone, I would have probably have a different
Right.
perspective. But
And
somebody that
a
never
man that
get
been
a
married that many
divorce,
times, doesn't value. He doesn't value
and
marriage
he
like
doesn't
that
get a
anyway.
divorce. So
Yeah.
him proposing to Shirley was just a scam because, like I
Yeah.
said, he don't get a divorce from the other wives,
Yeah.
and he doing it on her birthday. That's my I already shared that day with my parents. I don't want to
Right.
be proposed to on my birthday. That's
Hmm.
another. You're not gonna give me no one gift. We need to
Right.
put that on another day. And
And got married on his birthday, Lady T.
Right.
that's
Hmm.
Oh,
weird to me. That's weird to me. I'm sorry, but again,
but
the
Hmm.
Lady T
but
was
that's a part of the
gonna
scam.
last long with these men. I'll be like, oh hell no, you got to go.
That's a
But
part of
that's
the
why I
Hmm.
say
scam.
he the type to ask you to marry him and then go sleep with your damn best one.
And
I
that
I,
part.
I
I can't
told
with
y'all
him.
that. I
I
told y'all
can't
that.
with the
I believe that he is the type
matron
that
of honor, baby.
I believe he's the type that will sleep with all your friends and then
Right.
turn and try to turn you against them. It's like you can't trust, like, and go tell you can't trust that bitch. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
there are men and women out there like that that will get
Sheridan didn't
with you.
live with them, so that don't make no sense. So Sheridan was not living with them. Sheridan was living with her grandmother. I mean, she may have stayed with them for a short period of time, and then she had her own place. So nah.
No, he's the type that will he likes to divide and conquer with the friends and whatnot. So as he got in, he saw that she had like all these people around him. Probably fuck Garrett the T. That's just me. But he sees the people around him and he's going to interrupt that. He's an interrupter and he wants to see what type of he watches, he analyzes, he wants to see what kind of people you have around you and can he get with them? And that's probably why all her friends knew that he really. I mean, besides hearing things and seeing things, they probably knew that he wasn't shit because he probably tried to holler at all of them.
Or
Like,
they
look at
know his reputation, because
that's what I
like
just
you said,
said.
certain areas is big, but it's small when people know somebody that knows somebody. People are out there posting.
Yeah,
Yes.
He scammed. He stole from me. I mean, bloggers are out here talking way before 2014, 2015.
don't trust
So
them,
people
girl. Like,
knew about him.
yes, well, they most certainly knew, and the fact that she's just blindly entering into this. Again, this is bargaining with herself. Like, okay, I'm going to accept this with it. Whatever he did to her to make her feel like he put this grand gesture on of a proposal, that don't mean nothing to me. Because proposal is one thing, but like actually functioning properly in a marriage is a whole nother thing. You can't just come to like, first, don't come to my job. Like,
Right.
that's my second home.
But some people have said, I don't think you, Ricky, I don't know if you've said this, but I know some people have said the fact that they believe that she was demonetized for him, and the reason why she couldn't think appropriately and all of that stuff because of he had that over her. And I just don't. I believe it's the hard fact, my opinion, I believe it's the hard fact that she's a superficial person, and it wasn't even a matter of being whipped or nothing like that. It was solely a matter of keeping up appearances, wanting to appear greater or in a better situation than she was. It was nothing about that he had, he put it
He
on
gave
her.
her
And
foot rubs.
yeah, no,
Booty.
it was nothing physical at all. I don't think it was anything physical
No,
that was making her deal with this dude.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
I do think he might have laid it on her. All it took is
I
like,
don't even think that. I don't think that at
I,
all. I mean, well,
I
go
think it
ahead.
maybe it was one good time, two good
Mm-mm,
times, and
mm-mm,
probably because she hadn't been laid in a while either.
mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-mm.
but that she was enamored with the fact that a 10-year younger man, what he was in his late 40s at the time, 10-year younger man wanted her, and he does clean up nice. I mean, he knows how to he knows how to put it on, lay it on thick, but she went with it. She's like, okay, they all jealous, and everybody knew him. He was popular in Atlanta because he sold her. I mean, she was the long con, and I think that's also why he gets mad at the fact that she left because he put in. This is the
Mm-hmm.
longest
Put in
con
the
he's
work.
worked. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this is the longest con he's worked. This is his longest
Mm-hmm.
con that we know of. That
Mm-hmm.
he put in work in, and now he doesn't get, he gets nothing. He can't reap the rewards. At least with Carol Lamar, he got the barbershop out of it. But this one, he doesn't get anything out of it. I mean, she paid some lawyer fees, but now he's getting public national international attention on this.
Yeah,
My
Miss B.
opinion is if they had, even if they've had sex one time, I would be shocked. That's my opinion. And I know that sounds real drastic, but
No, I agree with you.
I would be shocked, and only because and I may be wrong. This is just outside appearances. I believe Shirley is just as superficial and frigid. That it's not. I don't believe that there's no interest in that. I solely believe it's so shallow. I mean, I believe it's so shallow
Mhm.
that all it is about what she looks like from the
Appearances.
outside
But
to
they
other
say this.
people.
They say the same thing about Halle Berry too. Like Halle Berry's like there's been talk about her in her relationships too, where she gives off the appearance of this person who is sexy, very sexual. And Shirley can be very, she
For
appears to
you,
be
yeah.
to a as a happening 70-year-old woman, and
Mm-mm.
she dresses a certain kind of way.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't dress like what we think a normal 70-year-old would look like,
True.
Excuse me.
True.
and
Sorry. I
she
have a call
dresses
coming through, guys. I'm gonna catch up with y'all. I'm gonna drop
Yeah,
down into the chat.
we about to
Um,
wrap
Okay.
it up. Well,
okay.
I'm
but
gonna give
take
my
care.
opinion of
Yes, I'm
to
listening
Glorious.
to it,
I'm
but
gonna
I
give
just gotta drop off of this right now.
all right, Miss Boogie Down.
Bye
Thank
All right,
you.
bye.
y'all
Bye.
take
Bye,
care.
good night, see you.
Good
Yeah, I think she's frigid. Absolutely, I think she's frigid. I'm not gonna say that they never had sex. They would have had to have sex. She can't possibly think that a man who's 10 years younger than her
But
is
that's what
going.
she's saying. But that's what she's saying. This relationship isn't based on sex, and
At
I mean,
I
if
agree
it's
with you, Glorious.
if it's
Mm-hmm.
like because to me that seemed like a beard relationship. You might as well go on and get married Gary with the G. If that's the case, go marry your good friend, your good Judy.
Hmm.
If that's the case, because if you don't want to do it at all, you can't possibly assume that
Yeah,
men.
that's what she's saying though. That it's
That's what
not
I'm
that.
Uh,
saying. That's what
That's
I'm
what
okay.
she
saying.
said.
Literally.
I
What
get
in
what you're saying.
what in
And
then?
Glorious, I agree with. I think it's like she said, her love language is gifts. She loved to be driven around. She loved the fact that he was gassing up the car and he was running errands. He was doing those
Mhm.
things that she didn't want to do. So those were the leading things,
The
not
Toby.
sex. And that's why he's out here having sex with
That's
anybody that
everybody.
will
Well,
bust it
listen.
open for him the way he's doing it. Because you
Hmm.
meeting people one day and having sex with them the same
That's
The
night,
it.
second night,
that's
yeah,
not even giving,
husband.
you're
Mm-mm.
pressed, you
Hmm.
thirsty.
If that's the case, then I mean, she must not know what marriage is. Because if that's, you might as well get a personal
Well,
assistant and
marriage is
a.
what the individual person, not what we, visualize our
Hmm.
marriage to
It's
be.
a,
But
and
That's
some people marriage
sh
is about the look. It's about the look. It's about the
well,
look.
this is
It's about
somebody who.
the essence spread. That's what it was about, in my opinion.
Mm,
That's what it was
well,
about.
yeah, I mean, I can see a lot of it being all for looks and everything, but it just wasn't gonna work out. And she can if that's the case, if all of that comes true, they never had sex, and we may never
no,
know if
no,
they.
I don't think we do. No, she's very glorious. Just mean rarely.
I
Oh,
meant
and that's
I said I said if they did once I would have been shy. I would be shy. I ain't saying
You'll
that
be shocked.
absolutely off the table, but and it
Yeah.
might
oh,
have been once.
okay.
But I
That's what I'm saying. Like if I don't think they had. Yeah, once I believe. Like I think that's probably all she needs. Once every 20 years is good for her.
Mhm.
Seriously, like she I don't see her sexual at all. She does not give off. I mean, the appearance wise is one thing, but like actually, like her energy, no, she does not
Mm-mm.
give off like she wants to have sex, has anything to do with sex. Like she does, it's like a Barbie doll down there. That's what it gives
Mhm.
off.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, I don't think that they had sex frequently at all. Seriously. I mean, it might have been if to me once a year is the most I think that they had sex because
I
he
can
just treated her like Mima.
Yep. Okay. And that's all I
also
want. I know
two
you're
of
about to close
60 when
out
they
though.
got married. Okay. I said once a month. Okay, Miss E say scheduled once a month. Oh, and Houston
I,
Foodie say, well,
that,
why would she knock him over the head? Then I think Nesto was exaggerating, child. I don't
He
believe,
do-
I have
yes,
to
it's
know
a
her to
lie.
believe him.
he
Hmm.
exaggerates. He uses those euphemisms. I got my eye. I nearly got my eye scratched out. I got bust over the head. But he also uses that.
Handcuffed to the tongue.
Yeah, in my hand, I'm handcuffed at the mouth. But he uses that bust over the head thing is when people are talking bad about him. They knocking him up
Right.
over the head. So he exaggerates things on a grand scale. So he when you see and Twisted Foodie, you should know he twists words
Hmm.
like ain't nobody's business. You could tell him one thing, and then he will call somebody. He'll call little Cynthia the next call and it exaggerated 10 times worse. When Shirley tells him
Right.
about, when Shirley said, I
Hmm.
have to pay the lawyer says I owe him, XYZ amount more money. And she just sounded frustrated because she's like, I gotta
And
move.
he always saying he done told somebody off, and you hear the conversation. It's
I
nothing
blowed
like
on him.
that.
I blowed on him.
Yeah, it's nothing like that. So yeah, he's about exaggeration. I know you closing out, Lady T, but so well, my last thought is going to be really something that's probably going to
Oh,
make me people think that okay, oh oops, that okay, make people mad. It's going to probably make people mad because I've gone over even onto that side of culpability. So okay, I've gone all the way over. As I okay, well, I'm just gonna say I'll say my last thoughts now. I mean, are we going to take off the table that here we go that that playing ignorant or turning a blind eye that you're not culpable of certain things, and I'm saying I'm not necessarily agreeing with Nesto because he's alluded to something like this. He's alluded to this, and I'm kind of over. I'm a little bit over on that side. A little bit is that if you are ignoring, you're in agreement, and if you ignoring all of this stuff going on, and you acting like it's not going on, and you're a reasonably sane person, smart person, and you're not saying anything, are you culpable and you know should you be thought of as taking part in some of this stuff? Okay,
I
that's
can't
it.
answer that because I'm not a person that thinks that way.
Okay,
But
thank you.
that
Okay.
thought that way either. But I'll try to flip it for the people that do. I think sometimes people get it kind of confused, or they kind of think of it in one way when people say that because they're thinking as if she was a part of the crime, like Erica, you know what I'm saying, and or Dominique, because I believe she's the unindicted co-conspirator. But that's not. I don't think that's what people mean when they say that she was going along to get along, or she may have turned a blind eye, or she benefited from things. They're not talking about from the civil or criminal, standpoint. They're just saying, I'll give this example again. Like you had somebody that is a friend of yours that your husband went in with a cashier's check from another woman, right? $20,000 cashier check.
Right.
The
Right.
police and the lady, Miss Gail, is up here wanting information because it looks like it may become criminal, right? And she gives you a heads up. You, in return, go to your husband, Nesto, and talk shit. And you more worried
Oof.
about, well, everyone's gonna know now. And Nesto get that, well, oh, well, they gonna know. That I think that's the best example I could come up with. Cause my first thoughts would be I would be pissed. And I would appreciate Ty telling
That's
me.
it.
I probably wouldn't have said anything to him because then I know for sure if I was talking to you after the first call, that would have been my last call.
Yep. 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 Okay. So I guess I guess I can. Yeah, I kind of agree. It may not be a criminally culpable, but but just in my opinion, just negligent, but not criminally culpable, but just negligent in the way you went on about you know handling things and not. I mean, because I guess if my husband was out there doing all of this kind of stuff, I'm just going to be honest. I would pull his tail. I would put his coattails and say, "Listen, nigga, nigga, look. This is what I know. This is what I feel you're doing, and I'm pretty much sure you're doing it. You need to stop this. I'm telling you, you've got to stop this. I'm not going to stand by it. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to tolerate it, and I'm going to do everything I can to get you to stop doing this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna do everything I can. If it means telling people, listen, don't deal with my husband because you know da 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 da. Because wrong is wrong. I'm not gonna sit by complacent, and that's just me because I would feel some sort of responsibility. I just would. Girl, I'm about to cry. Why am I getting emotional? But I would feel some kind of responsible if I knew this that my husband had hurt people in this way. You understand what I'm saying? And I didn't do or say
Yes,
anything about it and do everything that I could to stop it.
it's personally negligent, and it's negligent to your friends and family. Cause
In
he,
society, I'm
yes,
a society driven kind of person. In society, I don't want to see you hurting society. I don't want you to see you stealing and allegedly assaulting people. No, I don't want to see that. And I'm gonna stop you. You my husband. I love you, but I'm gonna stop you.
Well, Glorious, I don't want you to boo-hoo, but I'm gonna add
Okay,
on
I'm
to
gonna stop
that.
crying. I'm gonna stop crying. Look.
Especially when your punchline is, "Do you know my wife?"
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. You
You know,
bringing me
so
into this crap.
I would be pissed, but it don't take that much to piss me off. But I would be pissed, and I definitely would. I would have issues with it, but
Yeah,
that's
I
just
guess
me being the fire sign that I am, the Leo. I don't know how to I don't know how to support someone that's doing that
doing
type of
people
stuff.
like that.
I just
right.
don't know how to.
I'd be more than. I mean, I would. Number one, like you starting to you scamming other people. I would. That's one thing that's your man. So you, whether you stick by him or not, that's on you. Like you just stand by him and you. But you tell people like, hey, have you talked to Ernest? Like, is he asking you to do anything like this? Like, yeah,
Yes.
don't do
Don't do
that, girl.
this.
For me,
Yeah.
just don't get involved with my husband, like business wise or
Period.
anything. Yeah, just don't. I don't. We'll talk about it later. Don't ask me any questions. Right now,
Right.
I have to kind of do a little more investigating. And yes, friends are nosy, but for the most part, it's like, listen, just girl, I'm telling you for the best interest of all of us,
Don't deal
just
with him.
yeah, just don't deal
Yeah.
with him for right now, because I'm trying to work something out in my head.
Right.
So
And if he leaves me because of this, if he leaves me because of this, oh well, fine. Then you're not going to be using me no more. That's for sure. Then you're going to leave me. But I'm not going to sit back and just let. Yeah, I'm going to say something to people. If I see something, I'm going to say something to people. If I see you doing people wrong, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something. Uh,
yeah, I mean, there's to me, she I think the biggest thing she has a responsibility to and owes an apology to, and this could have ended earlier on, is her child. Personally,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
because that part touches me the most. Um,
Hmm.
and had she done her due, I mean, we can go woulda, coulda, shouldas, but like, damn, girl, how silly, how silly were you during? I mean, how geeked up were you to have this man? To have this man in your life when you didn't know anything. I hope that she has some hindsight and she's doing something right about with her friends and everything now. But she's lucky to have people standing by her. Be honest with you, she's really lucky to have people standing by her at this moment, because you get mad that people are walking away from you. I don't have any friends. I mean, but what does that really? I mean, what does that really mean? You mean people are talking about your husband? And you don't want to hear them say bad things about him. They don't want you don't want to hear them
Yeah,
say,
I think that's what it means.
mm. You don't want to hear them say, Shirley,
I
this is
told you
Sarah.
so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, which if they really a friend, they probably wouldn't go that extreme. But
They wouldn't. I mean, I don't want to hear "I told you so," but it's like it sounded like people were asking her, "Do you need help? Do you need anything?" And she's like, "They just want to get in my business."
she didn't want to answer the
Yes.
phone. She didn't want them in her marriage. I'm gonna read y'all comments, guys. Before we get out of here.
Oh,
So your
my
last thoughts in the chat.
last thoughts is for this. This is a good call. Excuse me, I was eating a piece of chocolate. This was a good call. Um, y'all know I do flip flop with Shirley. So it is what it is. I'm not. I'm gonna have my empathy. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, as I get older, I know it's starting to become less and less. But right now, I'm still empathetic. I do think she's a victim to a certain extent, but I think she's a willful victim. Um, Somebody put it a long time ago. Volunteer victim. She is a volunteer
Mm.
victim. She volunteered for this. She accepted that proposal, which I would have said yeah, and then like called him up as soon as we walked out. It's like we got to talk. Like no, there's a bunch of things that we have to do, but I have a little more wherewithal, even though I'm younger. Her at her big grown age should have known better. But I mean, but there are people out there who do that. I mean, how many times have we seen on Dr. Phil and all these channels where these women get set up by these African scammers, and it's supposed to be George out in London, and they send money and everything. So I mean, I just wish she would own her shit. I just wish she would
That's
own.
the part. That part.
Yeah, I
I,
wish
be-
she would own it.
I believe she's a volunteer selfish victim. That's what I believe. But
Yes,
that's my
Sh-
last thought.
she very
Okay,
much
that's
has a lot of
glorious.
selfishness. But
Mhm.
this was a delicious call. Thank you, Lady
Mhm.
T Bug. Thank you for letting
You're
me come up.
welcome.
Thank you.
Glorious, Miss
Yeah.
Boogie Down, and Lady T Bug. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. I'll be looking forward to
Yeah,
whatever
I
you
gotta
got
get
next.
there. Yeah, yes, I gotta get that one ready.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
drop down too. Bye. Thank
Bye.
y'all.
Bye. Bye in the
Bye,
chat. Bye.
ladies. Bye bye. Thank y'all. Okay, remember, Nestor said, "Don't let me spank you." And Shirley stopped him cold. I think they were intimate in the beginning and it wore off because Nestor needed more. I could see that. Not me, Ma. Me personally, I'm not that sexual girl. You once was, okay? I will never be that. Lord. Okay. That delusional to give you all the rights to all my money and my whole life. He was trying to look like the victim to Dre and was. Okay. That was stealing, not cheating. Oh, by Shirley busting him over the head. He lied about something, huh? Chick-fil-A gal. Nesto also probably had issues getting it up, hence the plastic community ping. Yep, and no green alcohol. Okay, chick, he went in the corn in the con purse. I cannot. Nesto, oh Lord, I'm gonna skip that one. Okay, yep, that's what I was talking about earlier. I got you, Miss E. Thank you, chick. But he also said Shirley didn't know anything. I'm sorry, but I can't believe a word. Yeah, Nesto says, yeah, he flip flop. Yes, I agree with you. Us adults, we must be accountable. Okay, the bag of money down here. Bank. I always said silence is complicit. If you knew that, yeah, that's a big if you knew. But if you didn't or want to know, it becomes a gray area. That's true. My last thoughts are I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care. I'll see you all tomorrow on the front porch. Thank you, Esau. I agree. I may not have went to the police, but I would not have stood by him. Yeah, I gotta go. Right, I'm telling you, Ninja. Agree. She tried to get his record hidden so people wouldn't know. Yeah, she did talk about that on the call. And these are the kinds of questions that Shirley doesn't want to answer, and therefore she is not going to talk about this ever, in my opinion. I can see that, Bank. I don't want karma or curse from my silence. Yeah, that's why only Sheridan can tell this story. And I don't think Sheridan's going to say anything. That's one thing about him. Like, none of his, you know, nobody that knows him is speaking against him. Hey, Sorrow Sunday. It's okay, ladies. You're right. Hey, Catherine. You're right. And where is the God in her? Where is the God in her? I see y'all laughing. Good point at real. This is a good one. Thank you. I'm late, y'all. Hey, Friday. Run it back, run it back. I get it. I have made some of the same mistakes. Yeah. I think we all have. And that's why I hope she shares her story. I don't think she is, Miss E, because this is a lot. If you have to go to those lengths, you need to get out of the situation. Yeah, because I don't even know how I can even look him in the face, even if I'm trying to warn people. It's like, hell, who the hell gonna save me? Nesto seems like he wants to continue pushing the boundaries in the bedroom, and Shirley won't budge on that. Like, the lady is 70, okay? That's not a priority. I think he lies so much about everything and everyone. Right? Nesto is an idiot, but he is a master of recognizing who he could scam. His manipulation of Shirley didn't happen overnight. I can see that too, Lion Mom. Okay, she wanted to hold on to that raggedy ninja. I can't stand her. I think she should issue a public apology. I believe that when it's over, Sheridan is going to talk. I don't think she is. I'll be like, Shirley, quiet as a mouse. Shirley had a real responsibility to the public if she decides to hold on to the marriage. Yeah. Unfortunate being a public figure. Everybody now is coming out with these memoirs and bios and stuff like that. I just don't see Shirley doing it. I think she wants to believe he was a good person and chose to only see the good things he was doing for her. Right. I can see that too, Miss E. I can see y'all point. I'm just not changing mine. As I always say, y'all used to be saying that. Okay, let me see if I have any more comments coming up, and then I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna come back though, because I wanted to do the Daryl one. I will make all my money back now by telling my story. Yeah, and see, with her being the age that she is, not trying to age shame her or nothing like that, but she's renting, at 70. I don't want to be renting. Like, I would like to, be financially stable. But you think Sheridan is going to? Sheridan don't seem to be one of those people that speaks out a lot. So I don't know. Yeah, because this is not the call I wanted to do. This came a backup. So I gotta change the thumbnail because it's kind of misleading. But I did tell y'all that at the beginning. I had technical difficulties. And that one's not long, it's short. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend. Okay, y'all ready for the new week? Please hit the like button on your way out, and see you later, Miss E. See you later. Nope. Taking it to my grave, not giving him any more attention, good or bad. Bye, Nesto. I can see it from that perspective too, because at this point, everybody should know what's up, huh, chick? All right, real. Okay, Miss E, but she was trying to keep it a secret. Bye, Big. All right, y'all. We'll be back. And I'm gonna try to change my. I don't know. I don't know what StreamYard done did. Yeah, this is not the call I wanted to do, Miss E. I know you joined late. If you look at the thumbnail, child, Daryl is on there. So this is misleading. I gotta change that. I had an issue, so I'll fix it though. I think y'all enjoyed this one, so I guess I shouldn't feel bad. All right, y'all. I'm out. Bye. No outro. I'm gone. Bye.